What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode. I'm Bobby.
Hey, this is Smoochie.
This is Ray.
And everybody's low energy today.
Not me.
And I'm not
Speak
drinking.
for yourself, him and him, but Smoochie's got all the energy in the world.
Good.
I'm hyped up.
Somebody's going to hold it, carry this thing for us.
Oh my gosh.
All right, good night.
How are you not hyped up, everyone? I am so excited. This is the week. This is the podcast before the official DLGcon live podcast.
I'm excited for next week's podcast. More than just about anything. Giving away the computer, that's going to be cool too. But doing the live podcast, that's going to be awesome. What else are we going to do at the house? We're going to play a lot of board games, Quiplash. We're going to play some Smash Brothers, some Mario Kart.
Everyone's signing NDAs.
bunch of unattractive nerds getting naked and getting in the pool.
Oh, that's going to be gross and awesome at the same time.
Again, speak for yourself. Bobby and I over here.
I'll go last. I'll go last.
We'll be posing for the selfies by the pool.
We got a camera issue. I'm going to go handle that. You guys keep talking.
Yeah,
You got this.
Here's the thing. With the Wrath of the DLGcon, or the TwitchCon house, is officially happening this weekend from Friday the 27th through Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Days has been putting in a lot of work, and everyone really has kind of like pitched in to making sure we have a really good itinerary for everyone and everybody's different taste and what they want out of that weekend to make a really fun event for all of us. So for Friday, that's when everyone's really flying in. That's when we're going to be celebrating Sniper's birthday, guys. The big 2-6. And we're going to make sure we.
Is that a thing? The big 2-6?
I don't know.
It is on Friday.
It is in Canada.
And it's also going to be this Canadian's first time coming to America. So it's going to be a wonderful Friday, a wonderful jump start to the weekend. And then on Saturday, we're going to be doing the WASD presentation, correct?
The ASD Foundation.
So we'll be doing that, and that's all going to be...
Mobius gets so mad when we say WASD.
Really?
Yeah.
WASD.
Foundation.
Sorry. Foundation.
You got to say it the whole way.
It's got to happen, though. Does he... What?
What's got to happen?
People calling it WASD?
Oh, yeah, it's got to happen. Because like when we made the foundation, half the people thought it was WASD in their head.
Yeah.
The other people thought it was WASD. So
okay, so
I don't know.
You know,
it's an acronym. It's got dots in it, so I think it's WASD. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Who knows?
Well,
I'm the official word here, and I'm saying it's WASD.
Okay, so
Foundation.
WASD Foundation. Now that I know the proper enunciation of the foundation, I won't make the same mistake. Anyways, that's happening Saturday, and also we're having a taquero on Saturday as well. And then on Sunday, we're going to be doing a group brunch and a live podcast with live listeners, listener questions. It's going to be a full-fledged weekend, and I can't wait.
What time are we doing the podcast?
After
I don't know,
brunch.
whenever everybody wakes up.
Yeah. We're going to do it at 5 in the afternoon.
like noon or 1, I guess. Yeah, and then the listener questions are going to be live for the first time, so hopefully we'll have a mic that we can hand out.
Yeah.
And then
how are we gonna? Cool. We should just have a line, like they do.
Yeah, we'll have a line, and then one of us will give our mics up. I guess.
We'll set up another mic.
All right. I don't know.
You guys are handling all the tech stuff. I'm just handling
That's the other part I was thinking. Like, we need to go set up and see everything early on Friday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get into the more of the show. Did we do the Patreon?
No, that was at the top of the list there. We got a new Patreon.
Yeah, thanks, James. Shout out to him.
Fucking James.
Our Patreon's really quick. Our $5, you get a shout out and a green name on our Discord. $10, you get a T-shirt and all the other stuff. And at $50, you get like a signed T-shirt or something that nobody ever wants. So we have to figure out something better for that.
A signed.
So those are
beanie.
Our three tiers.
No.
Oh, and the T-shirt, obviously, and everything below that.
We've got more T-shirt codes, by the way.
Oh, we did. I set that guy up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, and then we talked about our I'm going to link the video to the WASD build on YouTube. Did you guys already mention that while I was fixing the camera?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to be linking that video. That video is finally up. It is on the WASD Foundation channel, though, not ours. So we'll link that in the show notes if you want to check that out. Came together really well. A little disappointed my Soylent take didn't get in there, my Soylent plug, but it's all right. My sponsors aren't going to be happy.
And you can see that you could just see the build quality on Fractal Design stuff right there. If you wanted to see it in action, as it were.
How long is this video?
Long.
8
Yeah, it's
minutes?
about nine minutes.
Yeah.
A little under 9 minutes.
Yeah. But in reality, it took 5 fucking hours. Emilio couldn't
Now
get
you
his
know the
lines right.
process, man.
It was funny.
9 minutes isn't that long.
We need a blooper reel on that, too. man.
Yeah.
That was just.
I don't want to put more on your plate, but
I was thinking about it, and I was like, "Oh, add it to the end." And then when I was like working out the last part, I just thought the way it ended was just funny enough. And
no, I
was
think the
just-
video was perfect the way it was. I think we need a separate video we
Yeah.
can put on our channel, just 2 minutes of Emilio ironing.
I wanted to do that too. I wanted to add that somewhere, but I just couldn't. I don't know. I'm just tired.
Somehow the darkest man in the room was fucking ironing.
And the other dark man was videotaping you.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, let's talk about some video games here on the radar, so games that have come to our attention recently. First one that I would like to bring up is a game called Afterparty. Usually my middle click works here, but it's not doing it. There we go. So Afterparty, this is a game made by the same people who made Oxenfree. I know Chad and I didn't see eye to eye on that game, but I enjoyed Oxenfree, and this looks very much in the style of Oxenfree. It's kind of a point and click adventure, but not really. Maybe a little more of a walking simulator, but 2.5D. So the idea with Afterparty is you play as two characters recently deceased, and they are, staring down an eternity in hell, but there's a loophole. Outdrink Satan, and he'll grant you re-entry to Earth. So basically, you're trying to outdrink Satan by going to all these bars in hell and earn your way back to Earth. And it's got some really interesting gameplay mechanics in it, if you read through here.
If that's true, I'm immortal, dude. I'll drink that motherfucker every time.
So it says it has an intelligent conversation system that changes the story in your relationships based on every decision. So, and also I read that depending on how drunk you are, that opens up different conversation options too.
Absolutely.
And depending on what you drink as well. So a lot of different things to play with there. I mean, just based off of Oxenfree alone, I'm interested in this game.
Man, it looks sweet.
I
All
would
neon.
love to play this. Just because I wanted to play Oxenfree. I was intrigued by Oxenfree, but never really got
It's
around
free
to
on
it.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
But then this is more along my lines in terms of plot line. Like before, Oxenfree just kind of sounded and felt like teen angst meets a video game. Whereas this one's more along like, okay, I could see myself, cracking open a couple beers or, drinking my wine or drinking my vodka. Who knows?
Seems a little
playing
less
this
serious
game.
than Oxenfree.
Yeah, for sure.
So this seems really like quirky in a great way. It's a unique, it's a really unique plot, and who wouldn't want to like get drunk as you're getting drunk in a video game, right?
So no release date as of yet, and no price either.
Gosh, I wonder if drinking alongside this game enhances the game.
What
What doesn't get enhanced, right? Driving doesn't get enhanced.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, next up is, this was a request from one of our listeners, Half-Life. He was asking if anybody had played or was interested in a game called SHENZHEN IO. So this is one of those games, I don't know if you played any of these, but one of the ones that tried to gamify coding in a way.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned them twice before. I think it was you or was it Chad?
It was probably Chad, because I've seen many of these and I never played any. This one almost looks more like circuitry.
Yeah, exactly, a circuit board.
Yeah, and
That
it's
was
got
hella
very
fun.
good reviews. It's a puzzle game.
Holy shit. Sold.
He's being very sarcastic. This is not.
What are you talking about? It looks fucking amazing.
Really?
Look at, no, fuck no.
Yeah.
Unless the circuits shoot each other, then I'm down.
None of these chips can 360 no scope.
I think that's pretty amazing. I think playing a game like this when I was actually in computer science classes and our
Probably could've
programming
helped.
classes, it would have piqued my interest a lot more.
This is really
and maybe even
neat.
had me kept in that.
Like, aside from the sarcasm, this is really cool. They've been doing that a lot right now with like a lot of toys for kids. Like you
Oh,
code
I've
something on
seen
an
those.
iPad and you make a robot work, or you make a drone thing
Yeah.
fly, or shoot missiles, like, or program little mini games or like video games. It's really cool.
I think that's amazing because if anything, it's really just building up on what that pattern is. What, not just intellectually. Yeah, you may have the intellect to do coding, but the actual action and working through it. Like I was amazing at math, and when I was getting into coding, it was just like a different form of using that knowledge, and it wasn't fun. So if they can actually translate it into fun, I would be impressed.
For sure.
So-
Look, you're making real things. You're making like there's a chess game, there's a solitaire game. So within the game, you're making things. Obviously, they're already pre-routed games, but you can play it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You did something wrong. So if you're really technically minded, or you wanted to gamify coding, this looks kind of cool.
Or just to see if this is even up your alley in regards to something you want to do for copious amounts of time as a career.
If you don't want to blow off steam playing games and you want to make steam, like piss yourself off, this is the game for you. I'd be so frustrated.
Overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah.
It's got good reviews. It's $15 right now. Looks like it's been on sale for $5 at some point and been part of bundles. So I'd imagine there'd be sales on it. But yeah, SHENZHEN IO. And I think a difficult part of coding for a lot of people is visualizing it.
Yeah.
Because you're just looking at so much text and it's all kind of like theoretical and in your head. So I like games like this. And even I've seen kids playing this in a classroom environment. I think it's at code.org. I'm not sure. But it's a way of coding where you're just connecting things like different commands and you lock them into place. And it's almost like Tetris, how they fit into place. And it's a really good way to teach kids coding because, like I said, it's so hard to visualize that in your head at first.
And Bobby, it was me that we didn't see eye to eye on Oxenfree.
Well, you didn't like it either, but you didn't even finish the game.
No, I finished it.
And you had some weird complaints. You didn't like how people got interrupted when they were talking. That was like your chief
God damn
complaint. That they didn't finish
I did
their
finish
dialogue
it, though.
lines.
I think Chad didn't finish it.
I mean, it's a short game. Yeah.
But a lot of people love it.
Yeah. No, Chad was a little more like staunchly opposed to it.
Is it a horror game?
It's kind of a horror game. It's kind of a thriller.
Quasi.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a Twins
It's
Peaky.
not like, yeah. Definitely like a Twins Peak thing. All right, next
Twins
up.
Peaky. We're sticking with that, Bob.
Twins Peaky. All right, possible episode title. That should be a new tag on Steam. Twins Peaky.
And that should be like
do it.
like the name of somebody's tits.
There you go.
Okay.
Twins Peaks.
I never really realized that. Now that I think about it, Twin Peaks. I never really like. Did you ever think like, oh, that could be a
Boobs?
boob joke?
No.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't think
right over
that's
my
what
head.
it was. Was there a girl? I never saw it. Was there like a,
Yeah, there's lots of girls in it.
I know, a big boob girl or something? No.
Not particularly.
Twin Peaks, if it was about boobs, it would be about the fucking reactor that we have down here in San Diego.
Oh yeah.
right.
Everybody makes the joke. Once you drive north out of
I
San
mean,
Diego
they have
County,
nipples. It's pretty.
yeah, it's just like our nuclear fucking thing is two large breasts coming out of the ground.
Well, it's closed now.
Is it?
Yeah,
San
it's
Onofre.
closed. San Onofre is closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I didn't know
just-
that.
Yeah, it's closed. They say that if you're by the water there, the water's warmer. Well,
Yeah,
when it
yeah.
was like,
Sure.
no, I swear to God, the water's warmer because of the reactor.
And the eyes have 3 fish.
And and
wait.
the eyes have 3 fish. And no, but there are a lot of abnormalities with the fish and the sea life there.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Where Coney is, he's calling me out in chat right now. I actually watched Twin Peaks, the full season.
Well, yeah, you just take a shower and you just look down.
The wah, wah.
Are you talking about the new season?
Or mine. What's up?
The newest one, or not the
Well, there were
not
two
the remake.
seasons, and there
no,
was
the
a movie
original.
with
the
David
original.
Bowie, and then there
Yeah,
was
the original.
yeah.
David Bowie?
That was before your time, no? Gee.
It was. I
You
made
went
an
back
effort
and watched it?
to
Oh,
watch
that's
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should. It's referenced in so many things, like,
Gets a little rough in the second season.
but there's only 2, right?
Yeah, there's 2 seasons. The first one's pretty short. The second one goes on forever.
Second one gets really like weird and not in a good way. I think.
Yeah, you can kind of tell why they didn't make a third. But the
Speaking of
movie was good.
Speaking of shows, did you guys see The Boys?
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Oh my god, it was so good.
No, we've got a visual here.
Oh, there we go, the
Sandy
titties.
Onofre. Yeah,
Those are the
every
titties.
time you're driving up to LA, you see
Yep.
those.
On the way
look
to
at them Twin
Disneyland,
Peaks.
you would see the titties.
I saw a comic.
And it's funny. It's a thing. It's like, where you at? Oh, I just passed the titties like
Yeah, I
5 minutes
just passed
ago.
the tits.
Yeah.
All right, dope. I know where you're at.
Yeah, they know exactly where you're at. I saw a thing where like Russia sent a nuke over, and the rest of the tits stood up. It was like Optimus Prime, but it was the tits were stuck on him, and he caught it. He goes, "Not today, Putin."
There's gotta be somebody storming the Twin Peaks too.
What?
The Naruto runner storming the Twin Peaks.
Oh.
Be doing that next.
They can't stop us all. Well, let's talk about that.
That
So
was funny.
about 150 people showed up.
I thought it was more.
I heard that's what I read.
Oh,
But-
that was more.
2 people I think got arrested. It was more like just a party. Nobody was raiding anything.
Well, on Thursday, Budweiser, Bud Light, technically, they had a party in downtown Las Vegas. It was pretty cool.
oh, for them?
Yeah, it was called the Alien Alien Stock, and they had like
the alien beer
and they had
cans.
They had like alien beer cans. They had artists perform and everything.
That's cool.
It's freaking awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
They made a huge party out of it.
Yeah, that's good. And nobody died.
Nobody
which is really
died.
good.
You know what's crazy? I know it's gonna sound fucked up, but I was hoping at work I was gonna get linked by someone on our Discord or my brother or any friend and just be like, "Dude, check this video out,"
Yeah.
and they just be like, just destroying people,
Right.
Like Naruto runners. I would have like, "Oh my god, that's fucked up," but it's cool at the same time.
That's horrible.
I know, right? But it's awesome. I wish that would have happened. Sorry.
Why?
Not sorry. Cause you kind of like.
Why would you ever wish?
I wanted someone to run over there and get
mass
shot.
Murder.
Fuck it. That's what you get for running into a fucking military base. You get fucking owned.
And the famous, what we're talking about, the Naruto
And then like see one guy right now with an alien. Fucking guys, I got him, dude. Though it's so sick. Guys flying and shit.
the newscaster was like trying to do a serious piece, and this guy does a Naruto run from left to right. It was just like perfect.
Oh no, so
That was like the most famous part of the whole.
the guy's name was the Elixir.
Oh, right.
Some shit like that. Fucking.
I don't know if that guy was for real, but maybe. I don't know.
The guy was
What do you
acting
mean?
kind
You
of
think
weird.
he was an alien?
They interviewed.
I think he was swimming in the San Onofre waters or something, man. He seemed a little thick. I don't know.
He was talking all weird. He's probably like autistic or something. It looked like it was.
All right. Well, video games. Total War Saga Troy. I only bring this up because I played a little bit more of that Total War game, Shogun 2.
So you playing last
this
night?
weekend. Yeah. I got a little further in that with Sniper. We're making some progress, taking over Japan. But, you know, as much as I like that game, I keep thinking like, man, this would be so much better if it were this setting or that setting. So Troy, I'm not like that. That wouldn't be my ideal one, but that would definitely be better. Like I like the idea of that, the Trojan War.
What if it's just one campaign, that stupid horse thing, over and over and over?
No,
I
can't
doubt
do
it.
that. But that's the thing too. Like there's so many of these games, you don't know which ones are good.
You
so
get to decorate your horse.
I'd have to let people like play this game and tell me if it was one of the good ones or not.
I think they're on the uptrend. I think I don't think they fucked up after Total War. After they found success with Warhammer franchise, I think they've been on the uptick. But I'm not 100%.
See, I've heard the Warhammer ones are kind of easy mode though, so I don't know.
I saw some. I don't know if I told you. Did I talk about this last year or last week? I watched some competitive.
Competitive Total War.
Yeah, Warhammer.
Wow, that sounds super fun.
It is, dude, because they have like you'll see like the dragon of the fucking army of the, what do you call it? The undead with zombie hordes and like vampire lords and the skeletal dragon versus like wood elves. They have their own army and their own units, and the guys go over like why these are strong or whatever, and then they go at it, and then you like more understand the whole thing. I watched like 3 or 4 matches. It's pretty cool.
It seems hard to shoutcast that, like, you know how they get all crazy sometimes on the mic when something nuts happens. It's such a
there's none
slow
of that.
game. Yeah,
This is much more
Yeah.
cerebral. They're talking hard numbers
Well,
and stuff, but
The Hotscasters have to go somewhere, Bobby.
no, they do that for every game. like Dota 2, those
yeah,
guys lose.
those guys
I'm
lose their
saying,
minds.
those guys
dude.
who lost their job, they gotta.
Yeah, they got to
cast.
go somewhere.
They gotta go.
Oh no, they went to
somewhere.
Rocket League. Well, one of them did. Yep. All right. What else we got here? Star Wars Battlefront 2 has an update coming up.
Huge update. I just watched the video. Go ahead and click on it, Bobby, if you got it. I just realized I'm stuck. Yeah, well. Just going to deal with it. Yeah, so it's getting a new planet. It is getting, which is, I think this is the planet on the Clone Wars one where they were like taking the Wookiees down. Do you remember that, Bobby? Do you remember? It looked like just like this. Not that one. But anyway, it's like a swampy, marshy area with colorful plants. Looks pretty cool. But I think the big selling point on this update is 4-player co-op coming into the game. And you play through every map available. And everyone has a story. So it's
cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like it sounds like a long-term co-op experience. I imagine these things take a little while. Maybe you do this in 2 sittings or something like that, because to play even 20 minutes in each one, that would take quite a long time. And it looked really really cool. You could do it single player as well if you want to practice, and you could fuck with the bot difficulties and all this stuff. And then but the 4-player co-op is the one thing that's making me think of installing this again, and just looking at the graphics again. Number one thing I've ever seen on my computer. This is the best graphics I've seen ever.
Yeah, I haven't
Still.
seen. Yeah, I haven't seen Mortal Kombat. Sorry, Modern Warfare.
Okay.
Yeah, the co-op does sound pretty cool.
Yeah. Bobby, you don't currently have a Premiere. You don't need Premiere, but you don't have either one, right?
No, I don't.
Felucia, yeah.
Felucia.
Which was in the Iraqi war, too, I think. There's a Fallujah. Anyway, it's very close to that.
Very
cool looking
close
planet.
to the Iraqi war.
No, there's a fucking city. It was a big fucking war or battle.
All right. Clone drone in the danger zone.
I clicked on this while drinking the other night. I don't remember what it is, but the reviews were really high. I think it was in the 90 percentile. Bobby, can you get into the information? I got to remember what this is. Can you read the description?
Description is, clone drone in the danger zone is a third-person sword fighter where any part of your body can be sliced off. With your mind downloaded into a robot gladiator, you must survive the sinister trials of the arena.
Yeah, and I think it was sitting at, not a ton, they've sold like 3,000 copies, but it's over 90%. Just looks fun. It's got single-player, multiplayer, co-op, some other thing. Anyway, I don't know why I put it on the list.
$20.
Graphics are very blocky.
Yeah.
Very.
Yep. Looks like something like for a game night, though. Possibly.
Looks kind of cool. It'd be cool if it looks like you can build your drone.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a game we played. Started with an M. Can't remember what it
That's
was.
the one that I was trying to remind you of last time, Bobby.
Which one?
Really? Dude, I had a screenshot of it on my Steam profile, and I deleted it a long time ago, but we gave away free copies on the podcast like 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah, because we were talking with the devs.
It was like minus or minutes or...
M something. M dot or something.
Yeah, something
M plus.
like that.
Anyway, what it was 2 giant robots were fighting, and then everybody... it's basically like a MOBA, but you're the minions. And so you're playing against the other team, trying to advance your hero forward. And the better your team did, the better your hero did when they came together. And then you can attack.
It was kind of like a MOBA in a way. It was back during the MOBA craze of like 2013, 2014.
Mm-hmm. And then Bobby figured out how to backstab people, and it was all over.
Oh, yeah. You just go the sword guy, and
he was just
wrecking kills.
But anyway, it doesn't matter any of this information because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Warsaw looks fucking sweet. It looks like a turn-based RPG where you're, I don't know, it's the Warsaw, so World War II, right? Turn-based tactical RPG taking place in a war-torn city, spotting beautiful hand-painted graphics. Lead a small dedicated outfit of civilian soldiers and unique skills to fight and take back the city.
It almost looks like Darkest Dungeon.
Yep, that's what I said. The first thing that I said when I saw it was Darkest Dungeon. Oh, a little bit lighter, not quite as dark, but it's hard to get darker than Darkest Dungeon, as the name implies.
Yeah, the animation, just those heavy strokes, looks a lot like it, and the combat as well, very similar to it.
This looks good.
September 4th, so that just came out, and it is...
released October 2nd.
October 2nd. All right, no price yet.
What else has the studio made in regards to games?
That's a good question.
Remote play on tablet is available. Let's see, developer is Pixelated Milk.
I like it. Nothing I recognize.
Club Batter. Okay. Regalia. Yeah, not ringing any bells.
Nope.
All high-priced games, though.
Good point. So this will probably be up there.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first one that looks like it might deserve it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm giving it high praise. I'm giving it high praise, but it just looks good, very good production value.
Yeah, could be good. I don't know though. I've been fooled before.
Yep.
All right. So let's talk about some games that we have been playing. I finished Guard Duty. So this game was very short. I talked about it a little bit last week, but I was only through the first act then. I think you're looking at about 5 hours here. I think it took me about 5 hours. This is probably the shortest, simplest point-and-click adventure game I've ever played that is still a point-and-click adventure game. I think a lot of these games, like Oxenfree that we were talking about earlier, they kind of take that point-and-click adventure style, but then they take away all the puzzles. This still has puzzles, but they're very easy to solve. This is like a point-and-click adventure on easy mode. You can't, for instance, take items in your inventory and make them interact with each other. You know how in some point-and-click adventures, I'm talking to you guys like you play these games, but
No, but I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
You
know
can
how
do
you
that
can
in a lot of games.
Yeah, you take two items in your inventory, you can combine them to form something else.
There's a lot of that in Divinity Original Sin 2, and we don't even use it. Like, we
Yeah,
just
the crafting.
completely
Well, I use it
ignore
a little bit.
Yeah, I like when you put nails on your shoes and you can walk on ice.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
yeah. There's some very helpful ones.
Ooh,
But yeah.
sexual explicit?
So there's nothing. Oh yeah, that's called the Wrinkle Worm.
Oh, of course it is.
Great name for that. You run into that guy. The story is pretty good. It's very simple, and you can tell this was made by a small group of developers, Sick Chicken Studios. But for the size of it, like this is the perfect starter game for someone who's not sure about point-and-click adventure games. Like I think games like Oxenfree or The Cave or these games that or even Telltale games they're a little more accessible. But if you really want to see what a point-and-click adventure is about, this is probably a good place to start.
So the classic equation of point-and-click adventures, nothing really modern or innovative regarding it, or?
No. This game, I mean, as someone who plays a lot of these games, I didn't get as much out of this as I would like another game, just because it wasn't long enough and it wasn't difficult enough. But, and again, part of that difficulty is like you can't take items in your inventory, have them interact with each other. There's also other things like you just don't collect that many items to begin with. So it's pretty obvious what you're supposed to use on what. But I think it's perfect if like people want to kind of step into this, and the price point is fine. I mean, it's $10. What do you expect? I got it on sale for $7. Like for that price, I'm totally happy with this. It's not a big game though. Like not a lot of people are playing this, which is unfortunate because it's a pretty good game. But it had a really good song at the very beginning of the game. In the menu. And I was trying to find it on YouTube so I could play it as I was talking about it, but I couldn't find it. But I was very impressed with that. I think
You
they
can't
have the
play
soundtrack.
by ear, Bobby?
I could probably figure it out. It's a simple tune. It's layered. So first the piano comes in, starts with it, same melody, then the violin comes in or some string instrument, and then it kind of layers on from there. But yeah, they do have the soundtrack for $4. I don't know, like if you're into these games, I don't know if I would like say, hey, go out and check this one out. But like if you're one of those people that it's just like, I don't like point and click adventure games, like this one is doable for you. And it's tough to do point and click adventure games because you get it or you don't, right? Like the puzzles, like you can't grind out a puzzle, you can't just spend 2 hours and eventually you're going to get solve the puzzle. Like you either get it or you don't. Sometimes you just need to take a break and come back to it. But yeah, Deponia, someone's mentioned Deponia in there. Yeah, that's like, that's a tough game. Like some of those puzzles in there do not make any sense.
You have to look some up, right?
Mm-hmm. And that one I've played all the Deponia ones and I like them, Cowboy Dodo, you guys know what I'm talking about. But if you play those games, there's kind of a disconnect with some of the puzzles. Like I solved some of them like after looking them up and I'm like,
Still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I still don't get it. Like, what chain of thought were you following to make that happen? So I don't know.
Lazy programming.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've never played a game like Guard Duty. I've never played a game that is like a beginner point and click adventure, but just not totally dumbed down to be a walking simulator, So this is kind of like another step or another rung up on the ladder here.
Maybe something for like a teen or something.
maybe, I don't know, maybe for like people who never played these games back in the 90s and just have no idea what they are, and like, I don't know, man.
Or maybe nobody.
I'm always telling people like
It looks rough, dude.
oh, the
it looks
graphics?
rough,
The
yeah.
graphics aren't that bad. They're all right. They're very pixelated. Really? You think that's that bad?
Yeah, I can barely tell
I've
that
seen-
guy. If that guy's butt crack wasn't right at his butt, I would have no idea.
The
what that
graphics
is.
deter me alone from wanting to play this
Oh,
game.
no.
Like, it would be hard for me to even be convinced to play point and click. And the graphics alone
Homework.
would deter me. Please don't.
I don't know.
Let's talk another duty: Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah, the big one.
Now, hasn't there been things called Modern Warfare before?
Yeah.
And why is it not different than this one?
Because this one's just the new Modern Warfare. This,
The last
it's a
time-
reboot.
this was
Yeah.
more modern. It's not a reboot.
It's not a reboot.
Not a reboot.
But there has been things called Modern Warfare before.
yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3.
Okay, so it's a reboot of the name.
No, it's just people aren't clever with names anymore.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
And
Well, I mean, they got like 20 of these games. You
Yeah.
gotta-
okay.
But
They-
didn't they call it a reboot? Like, isn't it? It's not like a remaster or anything.
Yeah.
It's not a
No, no.
remaster.
well,
but-
TV shows do
But it's the
it.
newest
but,
version.
Video
but
games can
technically,
do it
I want to
now.
say it
Movies
is-
have been doing it a lot recently.
maybe because it's not a reboot, but maybe it could be a reboot because it's just the way the game flows. It's just way different from any other Modern Warfare. It's honestly the best Modern Warfare I've played in the last 10 years.
I've seen nothing but good things about this
Dude, the only thing this is a Modern Warfare, hands down, right? It's just the graphics, the way it flows is better. Obviously, it still needs a lot of optimizing because
one. Is this a beta?
it's a beta and it's cross.
We see some video about it?
and it's crossplay.
Yeah. Fine. And
So we were jumping in playing against PlayStation and Xbox players.
And
Okay.
they plan to keep that continuous as
You can
the game is released.
you can filter it.
Okay.
You can play only PC mixed up.
When did the beta end? I tried to play today. It wouldn't let
It
me.
ended today in the morning.
That's why. Okay.
Can you tell who is controller? Does it have an icon?
What do you mean?
Who's PlayStation? Who's
They're
Xbox?
at the bottom of the scoreboard.
before you get in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, obviously the question is, could they even keep up?
Yes, some were. It was very rare.
Yeah.
Whenever, it was probably like 2 games where I was the only PC player and I was just top. I was
Yeah.
just fucking everyone
Oh
up.
yeah.
Right.
But then there was, but then again, I'm also fucking great. You know what I mean?
You weren't kidding with the
And
graphics.
no, dude, they look awesome. But then there was sometimes I was playing and some console players they still got aim, man. They got really good aim.
yeah,
They're
there's
fast.
people who have been playing this for 20 years. Like you said.
Exactly. There's people that only play console and they're fucking amazing with their scuff controllers or whatever they're using.
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know what it was. So the only modes they gave you for this beta, because last time it was 2 versus 2, and which is just like it was just really simple. Round started and everyone just went against each other. Well, 2 people. They added the big battle mode, which is pretty much Battlefield.
Oh, right. It has vehicles.
It has vehicles too.
Yeah,
It has
yeah.
vehicles and I
Large
thought-
area, I
Yeah,
imagine.
and it's pretty much just Battlefield. Capturing the points.
And
Yeah,
Call of
there's-
Duty's not known for that.
Yeah, no,
No.
it's not.
Never,
It's not.
right?
32 versus 32, man.
Yeah.
It's never happened before.
Yeah.
Well, they've had big ass maps because they had Battle Royale in the last
Right.
one. But this game needs a fucking Battle Royale, man. It just needs it.
That's what Shroud was saying. The exact same
it
thing.
needs it. It's just the game's so fucking awesome. I would love if it had the
Mechanic. Of
yeah,
Battle Royale.
just add a Battle Royale, just like the last one. But it's just the game looks great, dude. The graphics looks great. It's just.
do you think the graphics would be worse if they did do a battle royale? Because I feel like you have to bring down the graphics some to facilitate
No,
that.
because for the other one, the Black Ops 4, the graphics were exactly the same for throughout the whole game, even for the Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Really? But I thought in general that game didn't look as good as some of the other ones.
It looked just like the other ones, I feel.
I don't know. I haven't played a Call of Duty since. I played a little bit of the last one, but other than that, the last one I played was like Ghosts.
I don't think you really have to bring them down. Look at Battlefield. Battlefield added Battle Royale, and they also have those huge game modes, and the
Yeah.
graphics are exactly the same.
Yeah, but then again, their engine is for those giant big game
Yeah,
modes.
that freaking-
But if
it's
they're
like-
adding this, if they can do a 32v32, they can do
A Battle Royale,
50
because 64.
or
Like
64, yeah.
Apex is only 64, right? 62 or 64 players.
Yeah.
Apex, it's only 60. Apex, or I think it's just 60.
It's got to be a multiple of 3.
Yeah, so it's just 60 players in Apex. It's not the whole 100. So yeah, that's normal, you know. Like so I feel like they can do it, and
well, considering the studio and the amount of money that they have, they should be able to. Infinity Ward is it's still Infinity Ward, right?
I'm not 100.
Is it
100?
Is
can
it still?
Can we find this out? But it's just as long
tag team with Blizzard.
As long as Activision doesn't put their touch this, I think this will be great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play the campaign. The campaign's gonna probably be fucking amazing. Probably the graphics will be a little bit better too.
I bet you anything Blizzard got into their heads and told them the gamers think they want it, but they don't really want it.
I know, and they were totally wrong with that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I love
Infinity Ward.
Is it VR planned?
Huh?
Or no? Are they hush hush on VR?
Nothing, dude.
Nothing.
From what they've said, no, they're not gonna have it. Period.
Okay. And then so was this was maybe
realism mode was amazing. Like it's hardcore mode, which every Call of Duty's had hardcore mode, which is you pretty much you die when you
one or two bullets, right?
Yeah, but it's just this one with these graphics playing realism was just fun. Everyone whenever you play Call of Duties, hardcore is always the one that has the least amount of players.
Right.
And this one was packed. Everyone was obviously, right? It's the beta, but it was just fun. I feel like it's gonna be realism is gonna be like one of the main ones people are gonna use. Just having no HUD, no HUD, no nothing. You don't know how many bullets you have,
or
teammates. Like, well, you can only see your teammates. That's the only thing you can see. And
but do you have a minimap?
No minimap. Nothing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And that was just great, dude. It's just so cool. And then I think one of the little it's not a filter, but when you go into the graphics setting, one's called Filmatic. I don't know if that's what makes it look so cool, but it makes it look great, dude. But it's that game that I feel like if I really, really want to get great at it, you're really gonna need a great graphics card for this shit.
Raconia says that Naughty Dog, the writer, wrote the script to the new COD campaign.
Oh wow!
So
and Naughty Dog makes fucking amazing games, man.
So I guess it has a campaign confirmed. It always does, right?
No, yeah. Campaign
Except
for sure,
for the
100%.
last one.
Except for the last
Except for the last
That's
one.
why it was so cheap, right? It was like $30, right?
No, it wasn't. It was full price when it came out.
No.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was a little cheap. I thought it was like $40.
$40.
Yeah.
No, it was full price.
Dude, guaranteed. Because we were all like,
I think it was like
No, because we bought them from Chad.
Or maybe it was.
Well, I bought mine from Chad.
Maybe it was because I remember us having a conversation saying
$59.99.
if you break it down, you're paying like $20 per game mode.
yeah. So
And
maybe
there
it
was
was
3
60.
different game modes.
It was $60. I remember it being $60 because I remember Beef didn't want to play it because he was just like, I'm not paying $60 for that shit. Blah 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 blah. And then we ended.
That said, as good as that game was, I feel like it was around for maybe a month.
I would have paid $60 to just keep playing this shit until it started.
You're not a good indicator, dude. You buy everything.
Ah, damn it.
No, I think Modern Warfare, then I'm glad that they went back just to the original name because out of all of the Call of Duties, the most successful ones were the Modern Warfares. If not, Modern Warfare 2 is probably the best one, right?
And yeah, it's I think it's because like the Black Ops and the other ones and the Infinities and all the other ones, they have all these super special powers, right? You're running across the walls and jumping up and fucking like rocket packs and all this shit. People get tired of that really, really, really quick. And this one goes back to like, just straight up military, fucking battle like thing. And the only thing I do think it needs a battle royale. I feel people get tired of TDM and capture the point and like whatever it's called for like Counter-Strike.
Well, we've been playing those game modes for 25 years now.
Exactly. And I know people get tired of battle royales, but then again, people won't stop fucking playing them either.
Yeah.
It's like, we're tired of battle royales, and then we give them only deathmatch, and they'll be like, fuck, this is boring. What else can we do?
It's like you either get battle royale or you get a campaign. Which one do you really want?
I want battle royale.
You can't have two. You can't have
campaigns end.
How was netcode? How was
you want to pay $80 for this game?
It's still buggy.
You want to pay $80 for this game? Then we'll give you battle royale.
Yeah,
no,
I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. It's still buggy. I still sometimes I was behind a wall, like a crate, and I got too close to the wall, and I moved to the left, and then I could see through the rest of the map. So that's kind of neat. Randomly.
Those are just your hacks, dude.
Shut up, dude. I'm not in a B. And yeah, I think it's great. The crossplay, it's full crossplay, man. Which it's not that common yet,
Yeah.
That's really, it's like,
That's really
It'll boost
It'd
the
be
player
fun for
base.
PC gamers. I'll tell you what. If you want to steamroll the fucking console
dude,
plebs,
I'll be awesome.
just
It was
play
awesome.
fucking Modern Warfare.
It was
I'm
awesome.
sad that I missed this beta. I've been extremely
I thought you
busy.
went on not last night. When last night, like my last
They
couple
sent an
levels,
email out about it. I got an
So-
email on Friday.
and it showed you go online, and I was like, oh, she's about to go on,
Sometimes,
and then you weren't.
Sometimes I'm on TeamViewer, and sometimes I just sign on to BNet, but I don't play the game.
I
And then-
thought it said Modern Warfare. I thought you got on.
Yeah, then today I tried to play it, but the
In the
beta had
morning.
already shut
Yeah.
down.
It
But
ended at 10.
I would say back-to-back weekends now. I've been working so much that by the time Sunday night hits, I forget to put on clothes and I'm just like grinding and wow. I think last weekend it took me until Monday afternoon to even remember to put on a shirt. Like that's the type of gamer I am. When my life is like, like hard on my shoulders, I still get some gaming in, but don't expect me to turn on my stream. Don't expect me to try anything new. Just get it in, get it done.
It was all Santa
Like
no
zombie
fray
mode.
inside your.
It was all like zombie
apartment.
mode gaming. Yeah.
Well, the game's great, and I feel like
It looks great.
The biggest thing is just the feel of the game. It feels great. It runs great. As in, it really feels really tactical and really cool. It's just like the flow of the game is better than most Call of Duties. It doesn't look all stiff. It looks really. The character models, their motion, the way your guns go off, the way when you start adding mods. Like when you start adding all the mods to your weapons, how every Call of Duty has done this before, but this is just doing it better. It just feels better. And I played a bunch of what are you doing? Oh,
It's not plugged in. Oh, it is. Okay. One of those sockets don't work down there.
During the multiplayer beta, did you get to play with any of your friends, or is it just jump in and
Nah,
out?
I just jumped in.
Okay.
They don't slow me down.
If you were, what is one thing about this that you think makes it so staple and lives up to the Modern Warfare tag with the Call of Duty series?
I think it's just mainly like the weapons you use and sticking to this non-futuristic, unrealistic, future warfare or
Current time.
It's current time.
Yeah.
And I like that. And not only I think that's what it is.
They should have just called it Call of Duty Classic.
Yeah, seriously.
in
No,
that sense.
because then Call of Duty Classic would totally be, the Call of Duty Classic, like the modern.
But-
I mean the
So-
World War ones.
But you do appreciate that it is going back to its like the
Yeah.
classic.
It went back to Modern Warfare.
Gameplay.
Modern Warfare was, everyone loved Modern Warfare, the first one. Then the second one came out and everyone went, holy shit, best game ever. And for the longest time, 3 came out and everyone was kind of like, eh. And then they started like, let's try new shit.
I would definitely say Modern Warfare 2 is when most of my gamer friends were on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And at the same time, simultaneously.
Everyone was Call of Duty.
And as the
On
new
console,
releases,
of course.
I was too. And as the new releases started coming out, the Call of Duty gamers, you started losing one by one until there was really no one to play with
Yeah,
anymore.
that's exactly what happened to Call of Duty with me.
Bobby had a
Blackout.
great point though. The player base is always going to be there now because of the cross-platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
which
The
is
numbers
kinda
are
cool,
gonna be
too.
giant.
Because the first one to die is always PC. People will still be playing Call of Duty more on Xbox than PS4, I believe, because I feel like the community on Xbox is a little bit more.
Yeah, man, they get 2 or 3 great FPSs a
Yeah.
year. We get 15.
I know.
And plus, we being on our computers, we have 1,001 other things that would,
Yeah.
distract us.
Porn.
Whereas with console gaming, and using a console system, you really are limited. It's yeah.
Cool.
I can't wait for this game to come out. I'm excited.
Thanks for the sub, DigiGil.
Thank you, DigiGil.
Next up, we've got
Is that
what
your
we got, Bobby?
Is that your girl?
What?
Digi's girl?
How did the
close.
game night go?
I don't believe so.
Chi, go ahead.
Oh
the game night?
yeah, I am so excited. So the gaming that I got in this week, outside of 1 or 2 naked sessions of WoW, was
Streaming?
no, not streaming.
Lame.
It was just literally I was just so tired. I just wanted to bang it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, but so with the DLGcon right around the corner, we did our icebreaker night, which is virtually just a DLGcon game night. And it started around 5 o'clock on Friday. And I was only there for the first half. I don't have anything to say about the second half because I had to leave fairly early. But I had so much fun. I think we spent about at least an hour just talking about the con, making sure that we were making proper introductions with each other, real icebreaker things, and tying in loose ends. So it was almost like half meeting, half game night. And then the game that we did play when we did get the opportunity to play was Quiplash. And I've seen Quiplash before, but I've never had the chance to play it. And so the thing about Quiplash, it's super easy to just hop in, hop out. You just sign on to jackbox.tv, you put in the code, you put in your username, and then as long as one person owns the game, they're able to host it, and then anyone can jump in and jump out. It's a great...
And you could do it via your cell phone, it seems like, too, I've heard. So that's great. So that way we can play at the house easily.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So it's really easy to just set it up as a party game, the perfect game, especially when it comes to just social interactions and getting, just nonstop laughs.
This will be good for Friday night, for sure, to everybody get to know each other while they're drinking and stuff.
We can play
how much is this,
Quiplash.
Bobby?
$10.
And only one person needs it?
And the historical low is 0.
Well, yeah, because I guess it's free.
I remember I got this in a bundle once. So I thought a lot of people could have gotten this. It was.
Well, you currently can get it at Fanatical, which is a website that sells bundles. It's $8.49 there with the voucher code.
It came with Quiplash and some drawing one.
Yeah.
And they were cool. We played it also.
Is that what this box is, Chi?
Well, no, that's not it. That's a game for us to play after I talk about the game night. So with Quiplash, it was super. What it is that what they do is that they put up it's almost like a Mad Lib, where they put up a certain saying like, what is the new name of what's the newest STD,
right.
Or the newest STD is blank. And then people will fill in their answers, and different people get different phrases to fill out or sayings to really answer. And then people vote, and whoever gets the most votes gets the points for those rounds, and there's 3 rounds total.
The other players in the group
yeah,
get to vote,
so
right?
It's almost like with Apples to Apples or Cards Against Humanity,
right.
There's always a host.
Yeah.
But there's not really a main host in this one. Everyone has their input.
That's almost better.
They just trade different times to vote. So everyone, so that way there's always an equal amount of ways you're competing with other people.
Yeah. My one problem with like Cards Against Humanity or the other one, any of the other ones that work the same way, is usually like I've noticed that one person will like one other person's sense of humor more, and that person will end up winning usually.
This one here, it seems like it's a very fair grounds in terms of getting everyone's votes, because you get more than one chance, and you actually have to create your own saying. So, for instance, if the phrase was, what's the newest STD? The one that won was White Claw mouth herpes.
Topical.
Yeah, that got my vote.
By the way, that's what you get for not sponsoring us, you fucks.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I realized? That like I asked them for sponsorship right as they ran out of, and it's like, yeah, we don't need the DL Gaming Bump. We literally can't even fill this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the one that I got the most votes on, where it's like sometimes you get like all the votes, sometimes you get 50-50 votes. And in the end, like as each round goes on, the points double up or multiply. And then the last round, the last lash, it's people get a vote 3 times. They could vote on one answer 3 times, or they could spread the love. And it seems like a really fun way to just get an amazing laugh in. And people surprise you, or you kind of surprise yourself with like, oh, maybe I'm not that creative. Maybe I'm not that funny, depending on what you put in. So
JP Diddy was talking about how he had a really stressful week, and then he played this and he was crying laughing.
Yeah.
He's like, it was the perfect thing. He was the perfect medicine.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So yeah, I can't wait to play this on Friday.
No, and then
like when I say Friday, like Friday.
Yeah, it's coming up, and I'm so excited, guys. So like, forget the low energy podcast. I really feel like the con house is going to be amazing. Piecing it and everything together, partaking in game night. People already, like I said, getting to know each other before we even meet at the house. I think everyone's sense of humor is kind of along the same lines that it's going to be at the house. So I welcome people to be themselves while they're out here, and I'm super excited for it. So I had so much fun. I almost pissed myself crying, laughing too, and it's like it spawned so many different inside jokes. That you really get that feeling of camaraderie when you're playing a game like this, and it was so great and virtually no cost at all.
Cool.
So I almost want to play this.
Perfect.
This
My
is
favorite.
This
So
is
how
the
much
perfect
is
game
the
night
second
game.
one? Quiplash 2.
Is there a second one?
There is a second one.
Is it?
I wonder
It
if
would
it's
be like
better.
an expansion,
It's up to
right?
16 players.
Oh wow! Oof.
Where is that?
It's not on Steam apparently.
No.
Uh-oh.
Unless they're
But
messing with us on the
Quiplash,
freaking.
If you
there
just
it is.
love, if you want the perfect party game that is cheap, that anyone can really partake in, that
It's a bunch of party games.
this is the way to go.
It's part of the Jackbox Party Pack 3.
I believe JP Diddy said he owns that. So, whatever. And it sounds like if we don't get it, it's fine. We'll just play fucking 2 games of
Party
this.
Pack 3.
And I like what you said about the inside joke, because when I've gone on trips with friends and stuff, usually an inside joke will happen for that trip, and we'll just keep referencing it all weekend, and that makes it fun in itself. So that's cool.
So, so outside of like over elaborating on Quiplash, and just to like hump up the hype. I mean, bump up the hype. I'm sorry.
Pump up the hype.
We all know where my mind's been. No, so all the people from DLGcon night, I messaged them. Some of them got back to me. Some of them probably haven't even read my message yet. But I said, let's go ahead. Give me a quote. It's almost like a quip. I'll call it quips in a box or quotes from a hat. Basically, I asked people to have it's like a pre-party phrase or pre-game phrase about the DLGcon this weekend. So I want you guys to read out how they feel about what's coming up.
All right. How lucky DLG must feel to meet me twice, the lotion.
Fucking George.
Yeah, so
George is a good dude.
The lotion came out how many years ago? 2?
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3? Wow.
Yeah.
And we
Bobby
had
actually
Been that
went-
long?
Bobby went to Mexico with me
Yeah.
for that one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good times.
All right, Ray, keep it going.
This is the best thing that happened since Bobby's sideburns.
Impossible.
Fucking sniper.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Bobby actually read that one? That would be funny if he pulled that one.
Let's see which one I did get here. It says, "Hey, at least I'm not Shadow Master." And that's Cricket Soldiers. So Shadow Master directed.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling it was them.
Apparently, Shadow Master was there for the second half. I missed it. Too bad.
Oh, we're going to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
You go, and then I'll read mine.
Okay. In sing-song voice, I'll do anything for the DLG, but I won't do that. Warconius.
Who sings that?
He'll end up doing that.
Wow.
That was Meatloaf.
He's not
Meatloaf,
invited
yeah.
anymore.
God, the chick in that video, I remember falling in love with that woman.
I love that song. He educated me today that was Meatloaf, though. I had no idea that Meatloaf looked like Quasimodo.
Yeah.
No idea.
Fuck, gee, what the fuck did you put here?
My handwriting?
I can't read it. Here.
Rise and grind, gamers. Let's get some bread. TCon 2019.
Who's that?
That's Jew for you. Like we'll be calling. There will be a Jew, and he goes by Jew.
Oh, okay.
And he'll be
as
at
long
the
as
con.
he's Jewish, it's cool.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and then there was a Jewish joke, right?
Huh?
There was a Jew during the Quiplash. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Single white
if
male.
he was there, it makes it okay.
Well, listen to this one.
Single white male seeking single tiggle bitty female. Willing to take you out for tacos.
Which are free.
Which are free. Gummy.
These are the personalities showing up at the DLGcon house.
When it's time to make bacon, I make the bacon. Rusty bagels.
And that's an inside joke.
Oh,
so
okay.
somebody's laughing.
Sorry, Bobby, I cut you off. I'm having so much fun over here.
So I had to pick up the mouse here.
Oh, this one's good.
Don't die. That's my days.
I think that's the perfect one for Bobby to pull. All right, who gets the last?
good
Go ahead. I went
advice.
twice. Go ahead. Rick.
I went twice too.
Bobby.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Robotic voice, Bobby.
Go.
What do
Let
you
somebody
think?
grab it
Why are you shaking it? It's only like one in there.
to randomize it.
Try to get it.
All right, this is going to be way more fun than my vasectomy was.
Ooh,
JP Diddy.
there we go.
God damn it.
No, so those are some quotes or some quips from the DLG Connors, and I'm so excited.
It's so funny because, like, if we were to record that, it would be the best video, but they already said nobody's ever. Or they're not letting themselves be recorded for that.
For what?
for the Quiplash.
Oh.
Because it would make the best quality.
Do we have to ask them for permission to use them for the
I don't know.
for the
We'll
vlog?
figure it out
that
later.
we're gonna put on YouTube.
Gonna get some releases
I'm
signed.
gonna get some. Yeah, I got some.
Ours are going to be super, like, easy. It's like, yes, no, video.
Yes, no, the video. If not, you're kicked out.
All right. Well, what else has everyone been playing this week? We got a few things here.
Yeah, Borderlands 3. I didn't put it up there. Was that you, Bobby?
No, I figured you were playing more of that.
I did. Having a really good time. The legendaries are starting to drop. Not as legendary as they should be, I feel. I use them for maybe half a level or a level maybe, and then they just get upgraded just like anything else. They're not as special as they should be. The flaws are starting to poke out. It's still a great game. The bad guys are twins, a guy and a girl. Just kind of like super standard. They're never really funny. The funny thing about them is, like, they blew up on social media, and so they keep using it. And so their tagline is like, subscribe, and obey. And so that's kind of cool. And there's so many, what do you call it? Fucking berserkers or whatever. Outlaws or bandits. There's so many bandits in the universe. That's what they use as their currency. They just use lives up like crazy. So yeah, they're evil, but there's nothing there. It's no Handsome Jack. Handsome Jack really stole the show as far as villains. But yeah, still having a good time.
What are we talking about again?
Borderlands 3.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm probably
Of course. Handsome Jack. I should have made the connection there.
I'm probably 20 hours in, and I realized that I spend way too much time jumping around on buildings trying to find those gun chests that are always on the top.
Yeah.
Not always, though. So, like, sometimes you're, like, climbing up trying to get something and you can't get to it. Laughing throughout, like, there's always something funny at some point. And, yeah, having a good time. The other thing that I played today, this week was Risk of Rain 2. Had its 2.0 update. There's a new character called the Loader. And the last one, I forget his name, Rex, was so, like, blah that I wasn't too excited for the next character. But it ended up being, I think, he's probably the most fun character available. And he's also juiced, too. So he's really strong. He doesn't play like anybody else. He's a melee character, but also like a tank. But also, like, has great, what do you call it? Mobility. He can, like, Spider-Man through the level. And he gets shield by punching. So the more you punch, the safer you are. So you just got to fucking keep going. And it's just, he's a wrecking ball. So much fucking fun. Yeah, you can do shit like that, just like swing around things. It's awesome. He has like a Falcon Punch move that's like overpowered. So what you can do is, if you're fighting something big, let's say, or something flying, you can Falcon Punch through it, which is going to like put it half dead, then turn around in the air, then grapple hook it, come back at it, and just start punching it till it's dead. Does that sound fun? It's fucking awesome. Besides that, all the other characters got new skill loadouts, like 2 or 3 each. Problem is, they're super fucking hard to unlock. Like, you have to do something super specific on a special level with certain amount of health. Like it's tough. So,
Oh, I like that.
if you needed
Like skill-based
more
character
reasons,
unlock.
yeah. You and your friends. Like, let's say you were the engineer and you wanted to unlock his. You and your friends are going to have to specifically plan to make that happen. Yeah. So it's going to take teamwork. Like, one of them is like, you have to kill a boss in under 5 seconds. That's going to take some doing.
Yeah, it's almost like a quest to unlock that character.
Yeah.
Too.
So I like that. I just wish they were a little easier so I could see some of them. And I don't even know how game changing they are, but man, this game just keeps getting better. And I keep complaining about this year about like lack of game of the years and stuff. And I'm not saying it's that good, but I always forget this one. This is
not that good.
It's a breakout hit.
It's good, but it's not that good.
Yeah.
I need to play this because I don't have any opinion on Risk of Rain 2, and it definitely seems like a game up my alley. And I like that they have this 2.0 patch because, if anything, about when it comes to patches, if I started the game early, it really doesn't do much for me. But if I haven't played the game and they do a complete, not a revamp, but when they make a change big enough that it's worth people who have played it to revisit it, then it would be worth for me to like, oh yeah, remember to actually give it a go.
I might even suggest, if you're just going to hold off, I might even suggest you hold off until there's a final boss in the game.
That's what I want. I want an end game.
Because it's in a tricky place. I mean, people love it. Overwhelmingly positive. 26,000 people, right? But there is this issue where you have to tell yourself in your head that you've won because there is no end. So you're like, you either play to exhaustion if you, most of the time you die. But, you know, you try to work it around and you eventually get more powerful than the game. And then at that point, you can kind of be like, all right, guys, let's log off. So it's kind of tough because you got to only put your own.
Which I find weird.
It is weird. What other game does that?
I want to get to the end of something. I want to win something, not.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys done? All right, fuck it.
Oh, have you ever killed yourself at the altar in this game?
Yeah.
Where you obliterate? Mm-hmm. Every character has that as one of their skill unlocks. So if you do that as a character, you'll get another skill set. So that one's kind of easy. We've all done that. Anybody who plays this game has done that. It's not easy, but it takes about an hour.
Yeah, we did that the first. I did it the first time I played it because I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing, and I just clicked on it, and then it ended. And it was like, what?
That's a end in the game that it put in itself, so that you can feel like you ended, but you just kill yourself. It's a weird game, but it's fun. Fun as fuck.
Fuck, it's fun.
12,000 people play in this game right now.
Yep,
that's people, dude.
Popular game.
Oh, and if you play, if you don't have friends or whatever, you can click random whatever, and it has voice, random team. It has in-game voice, and everybody's pretty cooperative. I played a few times with randos, and it was great.
Good community.
Yep,
it always helps. All right, Chi, anything new with WoW Classic?
No, if I could take a story from WoW Classic,
that's what I thought that would be a cool thing.
Yeah,
if you could like have a really bomb story for WoW Classic, some drama.
Yeah,
someone cheating on someone.
That's what WoW Classic is, and it has been so far. So drama of WoW Classic this week. There's a couple. There's only one I'm going to share on air though. But I made someone rage quit the group the first time thus far. So I had a gnome rogue. Actually, I have this like group of, so it's so cool because as I mentioned before last cast, all the officers are already level 60. They're gearing up for Molten Core. They're ready to run it. I'm only level 30. But here's the thing. I feel like even though I'm not at endgame or getting close to endgame, I have a very good group of like level players in the guild that are always down to dungeon or help out each other or to do something with another person, whether or not it's more or less personal gain or progression based. So one of the groups, our guild is called Bastions, and I call this like group within the guild, it's like I call us we're basties, like we're best friends. You know, so it's like a mini group within the guild because like we're always excited to like hop on and actually like 5-man something, which is really cool. So shout out to my basties. But anyways, one of the basties was having a hard time getting through Nomer. Literally told me that he had burned 4 hours and still can't beat the last boss. And so their tank dropped and I came to help out, and we go back door, we get to the last boss, but we wipe. And I'm like, oh, I didn't realize. Like, I'm a little bit under leveled. I was level 29. And I was like, okay, was it me? Like, what's going on? Like, it's not like we wiped bad. It's just that we didn't kill him.
What level was Gnome? Because, like...
Nomer, well, the last boss is level 34, 35.
Okay.
So like being maybe I was level 28 at the time. So trying to, tank. I don't know. I was at least 29. I was probably 29. So, so we wiped, and then we were going back to do it again, and people had to repair their gear. So it was like almost. It was an extra hour and a half just to beat the last boss because so many people are like, oh, I got to run back. Oh, wait, I got to run and go repair. And then we're going to run back. And then the second time we were running back, the priest, I could tell she was super impatient. So she would be ahead of the group, like leagues ahead of us. She wasn't waiting on me. She wasn't even drinking in between pulls. And she would body aggro groups, large groups. And instead of drinking, she would go and randomly pull like 1 or 2 mobs.
Just to keep it going.
Just to keep it going. And
was it working?
But what?
Was it working?
Well, not when you body aggro like a large group and then like expect me to like tank. And she kept on doing it, and she kept on like really trying to push the group along. But I was like, why is the priest, like super far ahead? So I called her out. I was like, hey, if you body aggro one more thing, I won't even tank for you. And then she just immediately G quits. Not G quits, but like quits the group.
Yeah.
And then and then she starts whispering, not me, but somebody else in the group. It's like, I have run Nomer so many times in retail. I know how to heal it, et cetera, et cetera. And then that person just goes, that's your problem. You were healing it in retail. This is classic, babe.
Yeah.
It's like you don't fucking body aggro. You don't run ahead the tank. It's like, she's like, I don't need a fill in to tell me what I need to do. And then it's so funny because immediately after she quit, the group ended up just me being a fill in. And then it ended up being 4 of my guildies and only 1 of the people, like in the original group.
Oh yeah. Did you
So
get it done?
my guild just came in and filled in, and then we got it done the first attempt
With the new people.
without the priest. So
Do you think you're a good tank now?
honestly, I
Some
will.
people
I will
have
gladly
years of
say,
experience.
Yeah.
I will gladly, I will humbly, modestly say, I'm not the best tank.
No.
I don't even have mods on my thing right now, but I'm really grateful that it's like I know that I'm going to get a lot better. I know people well enough to know that what I need to do to get better at it. But then right now, I also have a really good group that's patient enough to kind of work around like my tanking skills.
I think
now.
it's probably the hardest class. Role.
Oh,
It is.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh,
hardest
one to level.
I forgot to
too.
say, like, not only calling her out, I forgot. I was like, I
like,
called her out like that. I was like, hey,
bitch.
no, I was like, girl, if you body aggro one more time, I'm not going to tank for you. And then her name was Fizzy Bits. So I said, calm your fucking tits. And she quit. There you go. so that's what happened. That was the drama. That was it. I told somebody to calm their tits. Apparently they don't like that. Calm your Twin Peaks.
I wonder if they could have got you, reported you for that.
I didn't say fucking.
Yeah.
I just said calm your tits.
I want to play this. It's just there's so many other games. Like I played until what? I was like level 23. I see my brother. My brother plays way more than me. I think yesterday he was like level 55 or 56.
What's max level?
60.
Okay.
So I was just like, holy shit, dude, you've been playing like a lot every day, and you're only 55?
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Dude. It's
Not only that, like, do you feel discouraged that you may continue to play when your friends leave you in the dust, level wise?
That's another thing. Like, I'm kind of starting, and then I feel like the people that were on all the time, they're not on anymore. They're like, I'm looking at my friends.
they're starting to die out.
Yeah, it's starting to die out.
Dude, it's too much of a time commitment.
It is. My brother, though,
Bobby was right again.
My brother's been
I think
meeting
everyone
people
saw
in
that
his little
coming.
guild or whatever, so he's getting like a little group. So my brother's like, hurry the fuck up. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah okay. I'll be there in 3 months, dude.
Yeah.
But then again, my brother he's probably one of the best mages back in the day. Like he was, but PvP. He was in his best guild and like in the best guild, and then they ended up transferring to another server, like certain like people, and they made this super guild meant for just PvP, and they were like one of the best. Like, and my brother was the core mage. My brother would fucking kill it. Like, he was like the highest level, had all the best gear.
Yeah.
And he was quick. He was smart. Like, it was just, it's so different when you're raiding to when you're fighting someone.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Like, he knew how to fight, like, like a warrior, a hunter, a rogue, in all different ways. It's just crazy.
You have to have like almost a different taskbar.
Yeah,
different
he did.
And the ranking
all-
system isn't
his
even
mouse
on,
and
isn't
then-
patched yet, nor
Yeah, it's
is
not even in yet.
nor even fucking Battlegrounds.
There's no
Yeah.
Warzone Gulch or
yeah,
anything?
no Warzone
No, well,
Gulch
no,
or
that
anything. So-
that came out way later, didn't it?
Oh. I
Warzone
don't
Gulch came
remember.
out like after BWL, didn't it?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
No,
This
the
is
original
like-
one was Arathi and Warsong. I don't know about like the 40 verse 40 one or
Yeah, like the actual battle thing. Like, was that in the
no,
beginning?
Warsong was capture the flag. Arathi was you had the 4 points that you would capture, but I can't remember the name of the.
God, bringing me
big
on
one.
memories now.
It was fun, dude. It was fun.
It was fun. The
One
big
of
one,
the
was,
only-
all of them were fun, in my opinion. I loved it. So people might start coming back once that comes out.
Yeah.
I still love the social element of it, and that's what's keeping me going. So
Cool.
old friends, new friends alike. So it's fun.
Except for a fizzy bitch.
Fucking fizzy tits.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe she meant fuzzy tits.
That's
and
hilarious.
That'd be gross. I have
Next time I
fuzzy
see her,
tits.
I'm gonna call her that.
All right,
Or-
so, sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's
now,
fine.
I was interested in this as well. Not because of the reviews, mixed. But the price was just too high. But you got like a killer deal on this, right?
I got it for 40.
For 40, but with all the...
with all the skins and everything. Yeah.
And of course, we're talking about Mortal Kombat 11 here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, it's fun. It's so much fun. Here's the one thing: if it's the best Mortal Kombat out of all the Mortal Kombats,
Yeah.
dude, this is twice. This is twice today. Best Modern Warfare, my best Call
Good.
of Duty.
That means
Best
gaming's on the
Mortal
right
Kombat.
track.
Best Mortal Kombat. Obviously,
Best point-and-click adventure?
best point-and-click adventure. Best MMO.
Yeah, maybe.
It is the best MMO ever. WoW would be the best MMO. I don't know in my book. Obviously, some people love the Lineage.
Yeah.
Lineage 2. That's their the best because of the PvP. Anyways, it's fucking Mortal Kombat, but it's if you started playing obviously Mortal Kombat at the beginning, it's way different than what it is now with all these combos. But out of the new ones, like with this fighting style, which would be 9 and then 10. The 11 is obviously the best one, and it's the slowest one.
Slowest while fighting?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's they brought down the speed, and so like when you're walking, it's slower. They took away the running, and it made it awesome where it's more tactical, and you can't really button mash as much.
You have to do the right
You
things.
kind of have to do. You have to do your like. I hadn't played a fighter in a while, and I did play a little bit of the Dragon Ball Z one when like the day I bought it, and then I never touched it again
For $60.
for $60. No, I got it for $29.99,
Okay.
and
I won't ask you how.
yeah, and I have it on PlayStation.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it was like a winter sale or something. But this one's got slower. But I couldn't do the combos like right away. I had to get used to this because like I was trying to do them a little too fast, and I'm like, oh wait, calm down, relax. But the game's cool. The game has a bunch of different modes. As the story mode, which I started, was pretty cool. It starts off right after where the last one left off, and so now it's like this guy dies, another person comes up, I'm the strongest one, and everyone's trying to fight and destroy her. And then it comes to this whole really cool thing where timelines mixed up to where you see like new Johnny Cage and the old and like his old self, and they're fighting together to like defeat the new, I forgot the name of the new being. But so the story's really neat and it's super funny, dude. Like some of the best acting. Sometimes it's shitty. Like there was a couple quotes here and there where I was just like, "Wow, this is really fucking bad." But
it kind of has that whole B movie thing.
that's
right?
that's the best part because it's super exaggerated, super funny. It's
Over the
like
top.
little popcorn flick, and it's awesome. And I was really enjoying it. And then it has the cool online mode. There's still people fighting, which is cool because I was like, because PC games, when it comes to fighting games, they're always the first to fucking.
Yeah, they're going.
So I went on real quick, started it, and I got in a match. I'm like, cool, all right, still working. Not a match. What was it? Would you call it a match?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. All right. And it was I got my ass kicked, obviously.
Of course.
And dude,
Homeboy's been playing since day one.
Dude. But I thought I would start off and play against the dude that just bought it too, or just like the same rank as I was. No, this guy just owned the shit out of me. But and your characters are customizable, which is neat. Like there's easily 60 skins per guy.
Jesus.
Mods when it comes to different hats, different masks, gloves, all the whole stuff.
Wow, so you can really personalize your guy.
Yeah.
So your fucking rating would be completely different. That's where you cut this fucking head off.
Oh jeez.
But
so gory.
Fatalities
Oh
are
gosh.
they just keep getting better.
Yeah.
They're hilarious.
You know what I wonder? You know how certain horror movies, when we watch as children, they kind of haunt us, right? We carry like how demented, like how we felt, how horrified that
Like
sense of horror.
Chucky still fucks with me.
Yeah.
Like
I wonder
my
if-
dad traumatized me so much.
Yeah, I wonder if any poor children
Oh,
have to
man.
deal with that with Mortal Kombat.
I don't know.
That's a tough one.
I don't know.
Because
Like-
it's not.
Because when we were kids, we wanted to play because it was the grossest,
Yeah, but
most
what if
bloody
somebody,
game.
But it's not like I wanted to watch scary movies as a kid. I was kind of just forced to be in the same room. Oh God, too cute!
Oh, I was going to bring that
Oh,
up.
Halloween's coming up, so cute.
But that is awesome.
That is so
Let me
purr.
pull it up for the stream here.
And dude, you know what my dad used to do? My room was the one closest to like in the hallway to the entrance from the garage. So I'd be passed out. My dad, when he would get home, he would knock on the door like super loud. And I don't know if you ever watched Child's Play, when he used to go, "Give me the boy." Like, give me the... My dad would be like, dog, just knocking. Give me the boy.
Fucking with you.
And I'd be like, fuck. I'd be fucking crying, dude.
Can you
and
imagine
I'd be
somebody just-
and I'd be yelling, mom and dad, my dad, and then he'd open the door, like laughing, like, it's just me. Isn't that funny?
Oh my gosh.
And I'm
You
like,
didn't sleep that night.
I didn't sleep that night.
Yeah.
But he did that with Freddy Krueger, with fucking Jason, and he'd do that all the time. Like, he would literally be under my bed when I'd go to sleep, and then he'd fucking like reach out and grab me. He loved scaring the shit out of me. It was fucking.
This is why you can play scary games and I can't.
I know, baby.
You went through
I went through the scariest.
scary dad camp.
Yeah, dude. He loved it. And my dad was young, dude. My dad was like fucking like in his 20s.
Yeah.
Like, and he was hilarious. But Mortal Kombat, dude, customizing is really cool. There's actual loot boxes when you go through you go through these like little dungeon crawling thing. And you break through walls, find loot boxes, little jump scares here and there, which is really neat. It's fun running in third person. But
So at $40, would you say it's worth it just for the single player? Just for the single player content?
Just for the single player.
If you never intend to go online and play.
If
Probably not yet, right?
5 hours. That's what I've read.
Okay.
5 hours. And it's up to you.
Because what I did on Justice, whatever, what was the one?
Injustice.
The Superman Injustice?
Yeah.
I waited till it was like $8 and just played through the single player stuff, and I was totally happy.
Oh, yeah, no. The thing is, you want to play the other stuff in this game. It's Mortal Kombat, man. I feel like it's that game that you can always bring out.
Yeah.
Always. Just like Street Fighter, you know?
It's fun to show off to people that used to game, too.
Yeah.
'cause, like, they're like, everybody
It's
remembers
like, have you
Mortal
seen it
Kombat.
lately? And
Yeah.
then you show it to them, and then
Yeah.
it's just fun. And then, like, I don't know. And then depending on the character, it's like, because if you use your character, of course, you're going to fuck everyone up. But if you use another character, their combos are way different. So you can actually gives the other person a fighting chance, maybe.
And most of the, it's kind of like missed reviews, mostly because of the microtransactions.
It was in the
like
beginning.
it's fucking super loaded, right?
Yeah.
With microtransactions.
But that was just in the beginning.
But the core game is good.
Core game is great. I think it's a great fighter. I spent probably a good hour and a half to 2 hours in training mode, just trying to learn combos and trying to see if I can fight against someone. I'm still not great at it, but that's the new baddie. It's just fucking weird. But
Did they ever bring back babalities and friendships?
nah, babalities. I think they bring him for X.
I don't know.
I think I saw it in something.
Friendship?
No, they added all
Friendship.
these new combo stuff, which is like I forgot the actual name for them, but you can use them once in a match where like it can completely block off a combo, and then it's similar to what they had in X,
Like
but
a
it's
combo break?
kind of, but it's different because like for instance, you can never go into a combo with an uppercut, like start off, but if you end someone's combo with that uppercut, you can actually do it, and it's what it is. I forgot the name of it.
Okay.
But dude, I wish like I was great at fighting games because this one's super cool, and the fatalities are just it's fun. There's a fatality trainer.
Now, as far as the extra people, does this have like Alien in it?
Alien?
Like Xenomorph? Is he in this one?
I don't remember Xenomorph.
Well, he was definitely in 10, so they'll probably bring him back. Like, is Predator in this one? Jason?
No. They have...
Seemed like they added those characters later to the...
To 10.
Yeah.
So they probably have them...
So right now...
Terminator's coming
They're adding
in.
Terminator.
Joker.
And they got Nighthawk and Siren, which is, original Mortal Kombat characters.
Nighthawk. That was my guy in 3.
Yeah, and
I was really good at 3.
He's already in. And then, you know what sucks? My game came with all the characters, and like before they even come out, right? They're unlocked, but but I don't get Shao Kahn.
Oh yeah,
Because Shao Kahn was pre-order only.
Right.
But and then it didn't come with the actual with the complete edition, which is stupid.
So you got to pay.
You got to pay $5.
Yeah. For one character.
For one fucking character. And I want to play Shao Kahn, but I'm not gonna pay $5 for that shit. But the fatalities, my favorite one was Johnny.
Oh, dude. He pulled the blood out of this chick's mouth, made the blood hard, and then stabbed her body with it.
Johnny has this awesome one where he fucking... Oh, Johnny makes the fucking story mode, dude.
He's always taking pictures and
hilarious,
shit.
dude.
Yeah.
He's super funny, and then having both Johnnies together talking on super it's so funny.
Because the story mode you can go through, it changes for every character you play it with as, right?
No.
Oh.
No, the story mode is just this whole... You just click on story mode and you play whoever that part of the story is.
Gotcha. That's how Injustice did it.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's a good way of doing it.
But my favorite fatality has been Johnny's, where he like cuts your fucking like body off, and then he uses you as a puppy. He's like, "Hey, what's up?"
I think I saw that one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good.
We did see the one. It was like a preview before this game came out.
Oh, I don't remember.
All right. Cool.
All right.
It's a must buy if you're a Mortal Kombat fan.
How much is it here? 60?
It's probably still full price.
Yeah, $60.
If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, honestly, get this shit. It's just it doesn't get any.
They probably already have it.
Yeah, you probably already have it. That's true.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for it.
If
Oh yeah, Ronda Rousey did the voice of
Sonya.
Nice.
But like if people didn't get it at the beginning because of the microtransaction and all this crap, get it now. It's just all that stuff's gone. They fixed it.
God, Ronda looking sexy, man.
Now you only really.
Yeah.
Now you only have to spend money on cosmetics. So who cares?
Gotcha.
Cool. All right. So my new movie review coming out this Friday is going to be on Max Payne. The Street Fighter one is up right now if you want to check that one out.
Man, Raul Julia got me in the feels a little bit with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, he was great. Too soon there. So Max Payne, I saw this one in the theater. I was very drunk. I don't remember much of it. I remember kind of liking it and peeing in an elevator. That was about it.
Okay, great.
But
and this is why he doesn't drink anymore.
yeah, one of the many reasons. But it's a film noir, a neo noir, and I've never really seen a neo noir video game movie, so that was interesting. Unfortunately, the story kind of sucks, and it's tough to blame the movie because it's based off the game, and the game is based off of like a dozen other movies. It's like a cop looking for revenge, looking for the killer of his wife and child, a revenge tale.
Is there a part of the which game is it? Is it Max Payne 2, 3,
The first
1?
one.
Okay.
Yeah. Max Payne 3, like I said at the end of my review, I think that would make a great movie.
Yeah.
That's where they should
He's in Brazil and it's like a party, right?
Yeah, that was a great game just in general. But yeah, so Mark Wahlberg, ton of people in this one, man. Mark Wahlberg, Beau Bridges, Beau Bridges from The Wizard. Ludacris, remember him? Yeah, he's in this. He's got a small part. And Mila Kunis also in it. This movie looks great, man. Like I remember when I saw it, I'm like, God, this is right around the time. Remember like Sin City and those Frank Miller movies? Yeah. Like it has that feel. Like everything's kind of overlit with like super high contrast and it just has kind of that surreal look.
I'm looking at it right now. This could come out today.
Yeah, it's a great looking movie. Even the special effects kind of hold up a bit. There's not too much special effects, but a little bit here and there. It's just a shame that this is all on top of kind of a weak story. But
Mila Kunis?
Mila Kunis, yeah, she's good in it. She doesn't have a huge part in it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I had a tough time with this. Like the action scenes are great. I just love the way everything looks. Like the action really ramps up at the end. I love just like the gunfights and everything, but I don't know. I'm noticing a trend in a lot of video game movies, and my next one coming up after this is going to be Tomb Raider, and it's bad to have these two back to back because I feel like I'm saying a lot of the same things about both of them. But a lot of these movies are just starting to have the same problem. They got a really weak start at the beginning of the second act. Like I totally tune out for a little while there, and it's just they totally lose me on the story, and it's all just about trying to match what the video game does, and it's all about looking flashy, which in some cases they can carry the movie on that. But I don't know on this one. It kind of breaks even for me. Like this one's just right down the middle. But I messed up last week. I said Street Fighter only made 85 million. It actually made 100 million. I got confused because this movie, Max Payne, made 85 million.
And what it cost?
35 million, the exact same amount as Street
That's why you
Fighter.
got confused.
Yeah. Because I'm always like in the middle of
This
these.
looks so much better than Street Fighter.
Well, I mean, it came out a lot later,
right?
But yeah, it does look so much better. The director of it, like he knows how to do action. He did a couple movies before this, and he also did that Die Hard movie, not the good one. The fourth one. I think it had Justin Long in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, he did that one. And I mean, the action scenes work, man. He does a good job there. And like this shot right here, are they going to do it where it like morphs into like that? Oh my God, they got so many shots like that where they just, it was super hard to set up. What I was describing was like the camera's panning around and then it goes from a flashback back to real time on Mark Wahlberg there. It's
almost like if they didn't get bogged down with the Max Payne story, it would have been a good movie, or trying to stay true to the game.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they could have done a good job with it, but it feels so derivative, but it's real hard to do film noir, and I go into that a little bit on my review. You know what I realized watching this movie for the first time? Did you know Mark Wahlberg is left-handed?
No.
Don't
even.
Yeah.
Care.
Oh, so he's shooting with his pistol left hand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's always, right there. He's got the gun in his left hand. He pulls it out with his left hand. He's got it holstered on the other side. Yeah, I never realized. I've seen so many of his movies, and I've never realized, he's
Didn't
left-handed. And it's so obvious in this movie because he's always pulling out a gun.
Was he in Sniper?
I don't think so.
That's not Wahlberg, is it? Who am I thinking of?
No, that was Bruce Willis in Sniper.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of the
Wahlberg.
Jackal.
Fucking
I don't know. I never
flies in
saw
there.
that movie. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Max Payne, it's a tough one for me to recommend because I don't
Look at
think
that
it's going
booty
to
right
hold
there on the
people's
bottom.
attention.
That
But
big old booty.
oh yeah,
Worse than Street Fighter, Bobby?
Street Fighter was bad in a somewhat entertaining way, and I felt like it gave me a little more to work with on the review. But I don't know.
That you having absolutely nothing to say about this movie, I guess that really sums it up.
No,
You know
I'm
what I
trying
mean?
hard to dance around like the stuff I say in the
Right,
review.
right.
I'm kind of using these opportunities
As
like
a
these
preview for the review, right?
Well, yeah, on here and not say too much, but I'm also using like the reviews as an opportunity to talk about just, film in general. So I just kind of get into the whole like what is neo noir and what is film noir because I realized something about myself like recently. I don't like film noir and I don't like neo noir. Like even the good ones, man, like Maltese Falcon, Chinatown. I don't like those movies. I think they're boring and I don't know why that is. Like I just never could connect with that. So, and everybody will tell you like, oh my God, Chinatown. Oh my God, Roman Polanski. And it's like, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see what everyone else sees.
I just rewatched 300, and it's still fucking awesome.
300.
Yeah, I skipped past the talking parts, so I really only skipped like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, that was right around the time of this movie. And
Yeah, that's what I'm
that's a
saying.
Frank Miller movie.
Yeah.
It's in that style. It's got a lot of slow motion. It wouldn't be Max Payne without the bullet time effect. So that's slow motion and just, yeah, man, that was a fun time. I want to rewatch Sin City. I haven't seen that in quite
Dude,
some
when
time.
that movie came out, I was saying that was my favorite movie of all time. Like, I fucking loved that movie. I watched it so many fucking times.
It was really great.
Yeah.
It's really good. I would do it just for the Jessica Alba.
And there was
And
I saw it once. That was it.
entrance
Never
there was
saw it again.
there was number 2, right?
Yeah,
I
like
saw
way,
it.
Two
It wasn't
wasn't
as
good.
good.
like
Yeah.
way later, wasn't it?
It wasn't nearly as good.
It wasn't too much later, but
No.
it just it had a huge disconnect in terms of quality.
Wait, the what? The what?
The second
The
movie.
second one.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. I did see The Spirit though, and that was very disappointing.
The one about the horse? Oh, no, that's Spirit. No.
No, not
Now
the,
I have
the
to know
Spirit.
who plays the sniper in Sniper.
Yeah.
He looks. I think he's like smaller framed, like Mark Wahlberg, but I don't know if it.
Sniper?
No, I think he's like a lesser known dude.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
The movie's just called Sniper.
No, that's American Sniper right there.
Yeah, American Sniper
Oh.
was Bradley Cooper, but
Yeah.
Sniper, I don't know what that movie is.
1993
Yeah, that's-
Sniper.
It's just some random dude.
Just some dude.
No, it's not that one.
Billy Zane.
don't
Okay.
think that's
Well, I
it.
think you're thinking of the wrong movie. I was
I don't
thinking
know
of
what it's called. Then.
Then we can't find it. So let's stop talking about it.
American Sniper?
No, American Sniper is Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the
It
one
wasn't
about
Bradley
the...
Cooper. Then I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of. I'm sorry. If it
Okay.
comes to mind.
Well, I promise my movie review on Max Payne will be better than whatever I just gave you right now. So check that one out on Friday.
Bobby's running out of juice. Quick.
Yeah, I
It's
know
past
it's
his bedtime.
late. And then next movie coming up. I'm working real hard to get this one done before Twitchcon House, so I can just be free that weekend. But next one coming up is going to be Tomb Raider from 2001, which I have never seen before.
How about you take it off,
Please.
kind of, and we watch it at the house?
We could. I mean, I'm already halfway through the scripts
Oh,
and
okay.
rewrites. Yeah,
That's not
Gotcha.
but no, here's my it's just
Shooter.
Shooter.
Shooter. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Marky. That's Marky Mark.
That's Marky. Okay. So
Okay.
I wasn't too off.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shooter,
he's
sniper.
in
I'll give you that
some
one,
Was he a
Jason.
left hand
Yeah,
and
okay.
was he left-handed in Shooter?
So doesn't matter.
Well, he brought it up. He said, "Did you know that Mark Wahlberg is?"
I told him I didn't
left-handed?"
care either.
I don't know. Maybe it's different with sniper rifles. Yeah, but
Ch-
what I'm
Chaz
thinking of,
left-handed, and he would. I never met anybody in my whole life that brought it as much attention to it as him. Like he's like, dude, you can't sit on this side of me. I was like, why? He's like, because we're gonna be hitting fucking elbows while we're trying to eat our soup. That's why. And I was like, what are you talking about? And it's true though, because if he's a lefty and you're a righty,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You move.
he thinks about all this stuff. And then sometimes he'll just go off. Like I was like,
But it's
oh,
more.
shit.
It's more
Like,
intimate
how
if
could
you
you
guys
forget
jacking
about
each other
that with
off
me?
though.
Yeah. I'll be like, oh shit, I got some ink on my hand. And he's like, oh yeah? Did you? He's like, think about having to put your hand down as you're writing. This is full of ink all the fucking time. I'm like, oh, all right, dude.
Whoa.
He's real testy about the
aren't
left-handedness.
it's like less than 10% of people.
10%, yeah.
Yeah, are
Yeah.
left-handed. Yeah.
I read it. I heard a podcast about like why it hasn't gone completely out of the gene pool, and it's because they theorized left-handed people do really well in combat versus right people, and so a good percentage always stays alive in combat. Like southpaws, generally, like Conor McGregor, a southpaw, you can't see the attacks coming because you're standing this way and this coming from this side.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's like a recessive trait too. So
Yeah.
people who are right-handed can have a left-handed child, or I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, but just in case anyone's curious, and probably not, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So, like, my workflow for these whole movie reviews here is Sunday I watch the movie, which might have to change if we start recording on Sundays. But Sunday I watch the movie. Monday, maybe Tuesday, I start writing the script. After I write the script, I start pulling all the parts out of the movie. Like I pretty much watch the movie a second time, just pulling out all the parts that I think I'm going to use. Then I rewrite the script, and that varies depending on one to one. Like the Super Mario Bros., I rewrote that top to bottom like 3 times because I was just not happy with it. And then usually I do it like once, and then I just fix like a little bit here or there, move things around. Friday I record the voiceover. Saturday is like all editing, and then Sunday like touch-ups, and usually I have it ready to go on Monday. So like the Max Payne one's already done, just ready to be released, but I like to stay ahead. So technically at the TwitchCon house, we could on one of those days watch one of the movies. I haven't picked what I'm going to do after Tomb Raider.
So yeah, maybe we can.
Yeah, so
should.
suggestions, people.
I'll
Let me tell you my preparation for the podcast. I played Borderlands 3, and I had an idea that I was got to bring it up in the podcast, so I wrote it down, and then I lost that piece of paper, and here we are.
Who uses paper?
It's a joke. It didn't really happen. I didn't even do that much. I still haven't played the new Tomb Raider.
I praised the first 2.
I didn't
Fucking
realize
great.
that reboot came out in 2013. That was so long ago.
How many new ones after the reboot are there?
I think just one.
There's two. There's three.
There's three.
There's three Tomb Raiders.
Okay, I haven't played the third one.
The third one was the one that one came out 2 years ago, maybe.
Got good reviews.
Yeah.
I just never got around to it.
Yeah, the first two were great.
And there is a new Tomb Raider movie that's modeled after the reboot.
Yeah, she looks just like very close.
Yeah.
And more
I
realistic.
love the new Lara, dude. She's fucking hot.
Who saw the movie?
No.
The new one, I didn't see it. Made lots of.
There's like an automatic.
Is that what you're gonna watch? That one or the
no,
Angelina Jolie?
Angelina.
Yeah.
Of course.
There's like an automatic, like the moment it's like, oh, a movie based on a game that just completely shuts off for me, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah.
It's an automatic no.
Yep.
That's a good instinct. All right, what else we got here? That's it for highlights. We forgot to assign somebody homework.
Because it was my turn last week,
Oh, okay.
and I wasn't here.
Oh, right. So
Come on, Bobby.
I don't think we need homework. It's TwitchCon week. Can we do something relative to that? 'Cause
I
our
like
hands are gonna be
homework.
full.
I like
Okay, do
playing-
you want homework? then
Yeah.
I'll
this
start
week?
thinking about it.
Okay, start thinking about it. Go questions.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Well, I mean, I got a few ideas.
Bobby always has a fucking
Yeah.
notebook, dude.
got a
It's like,
list.
well, oh.
I mean, Emilio might agree with me on this one, but you've never played Deadly Tower of Monsters, right?
Ooh,
The fuck is
that's
that?
good.
Yeah, Deadly Tower of Monsters. Let me pull it up here.
You know what would be good, Bobby? If me and you just use our knowledge to keep putting up that the curator page, and then Ray just keeps playing all these fucking games that we
This
put on
is
there.
one I'll write something for the curator page on this one because I
Yeah.
really enjoyed
Deadly
this one.
Tower of Monsters.
So,
the fuck?
If you really want to get into it, I would recommend watching Plan 9 from Outer Space and then watching Ed Wood and then playing this game. If you really want to get into it, but I don't know how much time you got on your hands.
Because a lot of references. I mean, the whole thing is.
I mean, there's no direct references,
this week,
but
week I got nothing. This week it's either I finally played Borderlands 3, which I kind of do want to do. I just bought it.
And you could, dude. This is what.
it's a short game and you get the gist of it pretty quick.
Yeah, dude, and
Yeah.
it's good. There's no way you're not gonna. It's just fucking good. It's like stupid. What era of filmmaking would this be, Bobby? That they're making fun of, like
Like,
Flash Gordon type stuff.
no, it's probably earlier
Yeah,
than that. It
I
probably
don't
looks
know.
like
I don't know.
Could be like 50s sci-fi.
that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking.
Yeah.
And so the voice characters, the voice acting is all way over the top, and you're the actor playing, and the director's directing you through it, right, Bobby?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's doing like a DVD
Oh,
commentary
yeah, that's
while you're
right.
playing the game.
Yeah, he's doing a DVD commentary,
Yeah.
and you're playing through it, and just fucking, it gets weirder and weirder. It's awesome. And then the very end is fucking super weird. But yeah, not more than 4 or 5 hours, I don't think, right, Bobby? Maybe less.
Maybe a little bit more. I can't remember what the runtime is on this one, but it's not long.
And the whole game is one tower. So you're climbing this thing fucking for hours, dude.
Yeah, it's
Just
kind of
going
like
up.
I think it's like Toe Jam and Earl. Like you can fall down and then
Yeah, you can fall and
get
go
back
to the
another
bottom
level.
Yeah.
You start again?
No,
No.
you can.
There's,
You
And I
can
think
I
the
think there's
monsters
shortcuts to get
respawn,
back
right?
up. Yeah, you don't really lose progress, and sometimes you have to do that to reach a secret spot. You know, again, like Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah.
even more work Bobby did. He thought of this before we came in here too.
That's neat. No, he has like a list.
All right, there you
All
go.
right.
You got it. Your
Let
homework.
me write it down here. Deadly Tower of Monsters.
Who has it?
And then just to revert,
Yeah.
Either one of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we both have it.
just to revert back to Mark Wahlberg, Sniper did debunk whether or not he was right-handed or left-handed. He portrayed someone who is right-handed for the movie because it's based on a real person who was right-handed.
Wow. Got real method.
Go
on that
real
one.
deep on that one.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Method actor.
Oh, by
man.
the way, and actors and all that.
So he
a
jerked
bad-
off with his right hand for
Such
the entire
such a bad actor.
Who, Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, dude.
recording.
It's Mark
again, I don't wanna
Wahlberg in every.
Here's the
Mark
thing.
Wahlberg.
He works in some movies though, but you know when I watch these movies, I watch a lot of like adjacent movies. So I watched Max Payne, and then I was like, man, 2008. What else was he doing? The Happening. Oh, let's check that
Oh,
one
fuck
out.
no.
Oh my god, that movie
Please
was
not.
the worst.
I've never seen
It
it.
This is Mark Wahlberg being Mark Wahlberg.
Oh man,
And
if you
such a weird movie.
well, it's Mark Wahlberg trying to play a normal person, and he plays like a science teacher. Oh my god, dude!
It's so bad, right?
I don't think I blinked once during that movie.
And I was a fan of that because it was them night, right? It was an M night movie. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Departed was 2006, guys. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an M. Night movie. And,
Yeah, it was M.
And
Night
I
Shyamalan.
loved all the M. Night movies. Well, not obviously not all of them because they started getting really bad
I
after a
just
while.
watched Chick in the Water or whatever. Woman in the Water.
Lady in the...
Lady in the Water.
Yeah, I think Lady in the Water.
Lady in the
Yeah.
Water. That one was cool.
Yeah.
That one wasn't bad.
I don't know, man.
I think that was the last one before it got really
dude,
shitty.
Even at Signs, I was like, I don't know about this, guys. And everyone was like,
I
oh,
like
it's M. Night
Signs.
Shyamalan.
Oh, I
It was
love
good.
Signs,
Yeah,
dude.
dude. At Signs, I was like, I don't know. That was like...
I also love the one
The
where-
Village?
The Village.
Never saw it, but I love the concept.
The Village was dope.
The Village. I mean...
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know, dude. We shouldn't get down the M. Night Shyamalan route. But
M.
yeah,
Night Shyamalan.
The Happening, okay, The Happening came out the same year as Max Payne. And yeah, that movie, if you have not seen it, it is incredible to watch. Like, it is not a good movie, but just like watching him and the words that he says and...
The way they come out of them is just
Yeah.
so bad.
I'm like...
So he dropped it. The movie's bad because of the acting?
Because of him.
Well, I think
No.
I think the script too, because I'm just like, none of this works. Like
Yeah.
nothing works. And then the whole idea, the whole premise of the movie is like not that great. And then it just kind of like ends, and they're just like, well,
And that was it. And that's
Yeah.
why it happened.
yeah.
And
And they're
you're
just like, don't fuck with trees.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't
Yeah.
fuck with trees. The end.
Yeah. It just, oh my god.
It's bad.
It's like an hour and a half long too. So you know that got cut to shreds in editing. Like they had more, and they're just like,
I've just never
trying
seen
to
that
make it
bad.
work.
But then because of that, I never saw him the same way again. I always
Wahlberg?
Yeah,
yeah, maybe.
it was done.
It was. I mean, really, you only need to watch like the first 10 minutes of that movie when he's teaching a science class.
He just looked-
Mark
Just
Wahlberg
just
teaching a
watch it,
science
dude.
Well,
class.
Start
Departed
find
was
it.
after that, right? Then he
No, it was before that.
Oh, it
I
was?
thought he was good in that one.
Yeah,
I mean, that movie won like
he
Best
got
Picture,
carried
didn't it?
by everybody.
Oh
that was
yeah,
awesome
of course,
around him.
right? You got Leo and you got De Niro and freaking I forgot who
I
else.
heard somebody saying that fucking the Hollywood movie he just made, Leo, that's the best acting he's ever done. That's pretty fucking
Yeah,
good.
no, he
man.
was great.
Which
in
one?
That.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, dude, that was so good.
Gosh. He's
That was
playing a guy playing. I'm a dude. This guy's a dude playing another dude.
Oh my god, dude! I watched that with the DVD commentary on, and
Oh, I
he
gotta
did
see
stay
that.
in character for the DVD commentary, just like you said in the movie.
That's
He's
funny.
playing Osiris. All right, we got some news here. Let's talk about that. First up,
Can you hook us up over here on this side, Bobby?
with what?
With
Scrolling up.
We're scrolling up.
Oh, scrolling down. You mean?
Going down. Whatever.
All right. First up, French court says Valve must allow Steam users to resell games. So this is something that's kind of being going up and up in the courts in France. They want Steam to resell games, and a lot of people are kind of drawing a comparison between this and what happened in Australia, where they said that you need to allow refunds in Australia, and that resulted in the entire world being able to get refunds on Steam.
I don't know about this one. Although I was thinking about this. If you're using Steam to sell your Steam games, maybe they get a cut and they make money a second time on the game. Like,
It'll work out for them, right?
yeah, it'll work out for them if they
Maybe.
get 10% of the sale price.
That seems like a lot of work, though. Like, I think they just built the system with that completely not in mind.
Oh,
So
how are we not? Sorry, Bobby. We got to talk about their fucking beta launch too. It's not on the notes.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we gonna say though? Looks
It's
cool.
all right.
Looks cool.
First cool.
First thing I thought about when thinking about this was, yeah, Bobby, you're going to be a fucking gajillionaire.
Yeah,
Even at 5 cents a game, dude.
I don't think anyone's buying those. Yeah, you'd have to have a buyer to make any money.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But they did mention a few other things. I'm trying to find it in this article.
It's like, how
here.
could you sell it though? Because you know how they have the marketplace when it comes to
Yeah,
skins.
marketplace.
But still, it's just, well, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking for this game, and then
Yeah.
but then the developers will never make any money.
Maybe they get a cut too. I don't know.
Yeah, that could affect that. But also, okay, so they mentioned this. They also have a problem with if you have currency left in your Steam wallet, you should be able to convert that back to real money as well. Because if you have, and I learned this the hard way because I sold it like my entire inventory, remember, like a year ago and made like $800.
Yeah.
Couldn't turn that into real money in any way.
Your
I
inventory
couldn't
from what?
withdraw that. Just everything in my Steam inventory.
I mean, you could have bought Steam cards and like sold them on
Look.
black market for 10% less.
They
or whatever,
sell?
but
Not really.
People buy Steam cards.
They sell
if
for
they're
like
$10 less, than
nickels
what-
and dimes,
yeah.
if that, pennies on the dollar.
Why do people want that? What do they do?
Because you
Oh,
got
that's
a
how you
$50
level up
one
your
for $40
account.
bucks. So you're making $10, right? You have a $50 card. You sell it for $40.
Oh no! I
You
mean,
don't
like,
have $50
I mean, like
cards.
the inventory. I mean, like why are
Inventory? Oh, like
like-
backgrounds, gems, emoticons, like all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, some of them are more rare than others, but nothing's like super rare. Like I
All
sold
the
a background. I sold a couple backgrounds for around $10 each.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that new Kirby game they made? It's kind of like a Monster Hunter, but Kirby. That's pretty neat. Check it out on the Switch.
All right.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with this, but yeah, this does seem like a taller order than just refunds.
It came out.
Oh,
Untitled
yeah,
Goose
yeah.
Game came out.
Oh, Untitled Goose Game is the actual
That's the title.
that that they kept. You remember that, Chi?
It's gotten good reviews.
Yeah, it's been
man.
on Twitch. People have been streaming it.
Chi, you okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm hitting my throat was.
Do you
feeling-
remember the Goose Game?
Yeah, I do remember
Yeah,
the
I
Goose
gu-
Game.
I
Yeah.
guess it came out.
It came out
Is it on
last
PC?
Oh really?
It's PC.
Fun.
Okay.
That should be
PC,
And
fun.
on
Switch, and PS4, I believe.
And it's
Yeah.
free.
It's $14.
Ouch.
Ooh.
That's cheap. I thought that was a good price. $14.99.
For an Untitled game?
It's actually $19.99, but it's on sale for $14.99.
I don't know. I could be
now.
way off here, but the game kind of crosses me as another goat simulator, just kind of like a little meme-ish game, great for a stream.
I feel
but
like I
It's
don't
cute.
know. It looks cute.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure there's more to it. Okay, next up, Rockstar has released its own game launcher.
Another launcher.
Yeah, super. I downloaded and installed this. It's called the Rockstar Games Launcher, and I assume they're going to incorporate the social club with this. That's what I use to log in, and I was always kind of annoyed by that whole Rockstar social club thing.
Well,
Yeah.
did you when was it? I was trying to install Grand Theft Auto 5 and I couldn't find a fucking link anywhere to fucking download it for PC. And then because like I didn't buy it through Steam, I bought it through
Through
Rockstar. And I couldn't find anywhere, and so I had to go to Social Club, log into Social Club, and then Social Club I had to find the actual download thing. You download that, and then that gets an installer, and then that installer installs Grand
Into
Theft-
Steam?
No,
Or
it's just
Steam's
it's just on
always-
your computer, and that's it. That's
Well,
all.
I guess this will help make it easier.
Yeah, it should, because it was
Yeah.
a piece of shit. They're probably doing this because fucking Red Dead coming out next year.
There was yet another article talking about
It's 100.
that Red Dead.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it'll probably happen sooner or
Yeah.
later. I mean, we've known that for a while.
It's-
Well,
yeah.
not for
This
sure.
will make it
but-
easier.
Yeah, I'll make it way easier for next year when it comes out.
So the launcher does come with, right off the bat, cloud saves, which is good.
Okay.
They're giving away a free copy of San Andreas if you install the launcher,
Why'd you download it, Bobby?
just to check it out.
Okay.
It's pretty simple and clean. Like it's not a whole lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Well, how many games does Rockstar have? LA Noir.
15?
LA
Max
Noir, Bully,
The new Max Payne, was
all
it-
the
was it-
yeah, Max Payne 3,
Yeah.
all the Grand Theft
All
Auto
the Grand Theft
games.
Autos.
They got a good amount of games. Red Dead Redemption, yeah, they have quite a few. I mean, maybe not as much as Ubisoft, but I kind of compare it to that.
I already feel like
Ubisoft
they
has
have,
hundreds.
like with the social club and with games like Mass Effect, it's almost like a launcher within the game itself.
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, Mass Effect doesn't really have a launcher, but you definitely have to sign into the network.
Which is
Ma-
super
Mass
It's
annoying.
Effect
EA,
has the
isn't
launcher.
it? It's EA.
It's EA.
Yeah.
It's on the
So
launcher.
like a lot of EA, it's not a launcher, but then
Well,
it
it's
kind of like
Origin.
puts you through
yeah.
It's on
the
Origin.
access.
What she's saying is like when you, I think,
Like
like
when you
sometimes when you like
launch
when
it
you
on
go into the-
Steam, you got to go to fucking Ubisoft as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
And then log it on there. It's super annoying.
Yeah, because like Steam has a game on there, but you
No,
still
not
like
that. Like,
it'll
when you
open
load up
up
the
the
game-
Ubisoft launcher or it'll
Yeah.
another launcher.
No, I'm just saying it's like why not just leave it at like how EA in order to access certain elements of the game or your certain profiles or like multiplayer, you have to log into EA, in order to
Get
get that
all that
out of
stuff.
well, because you have to be like signed into the network, etc.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you don't have that many games, and you do have to sign into the social club to get certain perks with playing Grand Theft Auto, it's like, why go the extra mile and do a launcher when you already have something very similar, like main menu of the game?
Yeah. Well, you're giving up 30% when Steam sells it for you. So that's a big reason.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, everybody else is doing it too. I don't know.
Everyone's making their own launchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of get it now.
What was that launcher?
I gave up fighting against launchers.
Yeah. What was that one couple months ago we brought up on the podcast?
The Corsair game launcher.
The Corsair launcher.
Yeah, for April Fool's Day. All right. Next article. BioWare abandons current Anthem post-launch plans.
That's a weird title, isn't it? Current post.
Yeah, that I don't know. So I read through this, and it looks like the post-launch plans that they have, they're making like 3 acts to continue the story.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting rid of that and focusing on key issues, which they described as, they had it down here, right here. Balancing more reward crate types and tips and loading screens. But there's also more to it than that. But that's what they're going to be focusing on, as well as some other things. So I don't know. Is this game salvageable at this point? Is this the right move?
I just re-downloaded it. I'm going to give it another shot.
I feel like there's 5 people working on this shit.
I don't know.
They're forced to like work on it.
I feel like this is what we want from like so many games. Like I heard this complaint so much in Heroes of the Storm. It was just like, don't give us new content, fix the content that's already there. You know, so it seems like the right move, but at the same time,
is it too late?
Yeah, is it too late?
It is too late.
Hey man, I have hope. Give me the year.
No, I forgot who was on the other day, and they were like, I'm going to give it a shot, try out the new Cataclysm stuff.
Yeah.
And they went on, and they're like, fuck this, it still sucks.
Another quick article. I just want to bring this one up here. The voting is open for the Golden Joystick Awards of 2019. So this is probably one of the biggest game award shows. Obviously, the Game Award show is kind of trying to be the Oscars of game awards, but this is actually a like a popular vote. Like anybody can go on and vote for their favorite
Awards.
game. Yeah, the People's Choice Awards. So, like, you can go on and vote for your favorite game in the following categories: best storytelling, visual design, audio, indie game, PC game of the year, Xbox game of the year, all that stuff, AR, VR game. So this is really interesting. I like having both the award shows because this shows you what people voted for, like gamers, and then the other one is kind of like the industry, the inside people.
Yeah, it's going back to like the Oscars versus the People's Choice Awards, right? Those are the two.
Yeah.
Or MTV is also voted on, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just like having those two sides of the coin to read.
Yeah, for sure.
So, that's happening.
You ever
put your
vote,
votes in.
Bobby?
For PC Game of the Year? I don't know.
No, I'm saying, do you ever vote on these?
I might have voted last year.
Yeah.
Didn't
If
they
it pops up, I'll do it.
Didn't they have
I think it was
Streamer of the Year last time, and they don't have it here anymore?
That might have been on the Game Awards
Yeah,
show.
that's
okay.
the other one.
Personality of the Year or something like that?
Yeah, that was the other one because Dr. Disrespect got it or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that one Sonic Kid did or something or another. Who am I thinking of?
Sonic Fox, he was like
that was another.
breakout
Yeah, he got it
esports.
last one. Yeah, he was esports, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Oh,
esports
esports,
breakout,
okay.
esports or something.
Yeah, and he was talking about him being a Furby or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's Ninja doing?
Furby.
Ninja's killing it on Mixer.
Is he? Oh, I know.
Yeah, he's like the only one that has a bunch of people on there, and he's playing different games. I randomly just open it up just because I'm curious too. I want to see how he's doing. 'Cause Shroud is boring as fuck. I just mute him and I just want to see what he does. But
He knows. That's
I want
his thing.
Yeah, he's just
You're
boring.
there for the
I
skills.
like watching Shroud though because Shroud, like, he
But
just
he's-
feels like a gamer.
But
in
he
the
plays
room.
WoW, and it's boring. His WoW thing
Yeah.
is so
He-
bad.
Like he's probably like I haven't seen him play WoW,
It's
but I
boring.
I've seen my own WoW streams.
WoW's
It's boring.
never interesting
I like-
to watch.
And then like,
It's not a good game to stream.
Freaking Asmongold is hilarious.
but when it comes to
He's super funny.
yeah,
And like a little drama he has in his guild and all. Like it's hilarious. I have it in the
Yeah.
background.
I
and
can only
it's
watch PvP and WoW from time to time,
So,
but that's it.
I don't know. Like I enjoy Shroud. He's one of the few big time
just-
streamers.
He's fun to watch when it comes to
I-
Apex or PUBG
that
and
takes
stuff
any
like
of my
that.
time. Yeah,
But WoW is just so
He does
he's so
PvP
boring.
stream. WoW PvP, like ganking streams. I've seen that.
It's not fun. I tried.
I don't know.
He has no
And, like,
personality. You're watching for
does.
the skill.
Yeah.
Like I tell
But
so
he
many
has-
people
he has
I'm a
no skill
gamer
in
before
WoW,
I'm a
though.
streamer, and when I watch Shroud, I'm like, okay, what a gamer.
Yeah.
That guy's a gamer. Yeah.
All right, next article. Epic paid the makers of Control a $10.5 million advance for exclusivity.
That's how much they paid.
So that's a good chunk of cash.
How much do you think they paid then for Borderlands?
So wait, that's an advance. If I'm understanding this correctly, like when they sell copies of the game, that goes to pay back Epic for some of that, right?
I don't think so, man.
They just gave them
An
like
advance is
10.5.
kind of like, well, in books, like they just give it to you before you write the book to make sure you can write the book. So that's how an advance works in
Can
publishing.
we sue Epic for bribing these gamer studios
No, there's nothing
for
wrong with that.
exclusivity?
There's nothing wrong
There's
with
nothing wrong
this.
with that.
Like-
then go sue Xbox.
This is the way I
for
would-
stealing every studio.
Everybody that's mad about them trying to take over, how else would you take over Steam? Like, how would you want to become number one? You have to play hardball, and this is playing. Oh,
Well,
by the way,
hopefully it's another French battle that is lost.
the thing is, like, when
Maybe.
you do get in advanced, you have to
You have to-
you have to make it.
you
You
have
have
to
to
make the
sell
game.
those. Yeah, like no, but like you have to sell that amount, and then you get the money after that amount, right?
there's maybe more money comes later, but
'Cause I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think it's like
Advance
money
works.
to help you
Yeah, get it
produce
done.
the content.
But and this is the next thing, it worked for Borderlands 3. So Borderlands 3 set several sales records, 5 million copies in 5 days, the best-selling 2K game in history. I mean, there it is right there. It worked. There's enough people on Epic, and Epic has enough money to be doing this. It's working. At least it worked for Borderlands.
It's because I feel like Epic through Fortnite just grasped onto the younger generation of gamers.
Yeah.
That they have a hold, they have a chokehold on the next generation of gamers.
And they're probably going to be the future.
Because mom and dad are not being like, "Hey son, let's make you a Steam account." No, it's like, "Mom, Dad, Fortnite." You know, like
It's that's why Disney owns the world. They
kids aren't
invested
that
in kids.
small.
They invested in
Like they're
kids.
making their own Steam accounts. They're on there, dude.
no, I
They're
know.
on
Well,
there.
like my nephew, I made my nephew
Well, they're
Steam
not that
account.
young. Your nephew's like what? How old?
My nephew's well,
kids-
he's
the
going on to
kids-
12 now,
The kids
but
playing on PC are always a little bit older than the ones playing on console. Because on console you do have
Yeah, and that's what
little
I'm
5,
saying.
6, 7-year-olds.
and what do you mean they're not that young? Trust me, there is a like copious amount of kids that are
Oh
playing
yeah,
video
but they're
games.
mostly console. The ones on PC tend to be a little older, because
But
Early teens.
are rich as fuck.
Anyway,
yeah, but then
all I'm
like
saying
those
is,
numbers are obviously from console gamers and
Yeah.
PC gamers. PC gamers are probably a small percentile of the numbers that Borderlands 3 made. You know,
And then
it's working.
Fortnite's
That's all I'm
crossplay.
saying. It's working. How else can you possibly contend with Steam?
I see how
impossible.
it's working.
Yeah.
I see why it's working.
Yeah. Who's to know? Who's to say that Control's not going to be a Borderlands 3? I don't think, just because it doesn't have much precedent. But it looks good. Oh yeah, Crying Sons. We were supposed to talk about that, but we'll get it next week.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about our listener questions. So
There we go.
next. Okay. It seemed like we had quite a few from a few people here. So let's try to be brief. Torta asks, why do you guys think games don't let you make fat characters, especially in games that have character creators?
There's been games for sure. I've played
Some of them
games.
do, yeah.
It's pretty rare, but they're out there.
did you watch this? Did you make character on Scum? Did you play Scum?
Oh yeah, Scum. You could be really fat.
Really fat.
Well, you can gain
and
and
really
lose
small
weight
penis.
in that too. Can't you? Like you can change in the middle of the game.
Generally, I don't think pixels cost money, and they don't want to spend the extra pixels. No, I don't know. I would guess because most people want to play an idealized version of themselves, not themselves.
I forgot
guessing.
the last kid.
I mean, what is video games for a lot of people other than escapism? And it's not escapism if you're playing in your own body, I guess. I'm guessing. I don't know. It's a lot more work too. It's a lot more work to 3 options is a lot less work than 8 options. Easily like that. And then they probably the only games that had fat versions, they probably did analytics on that and like nobody was using them probably.
Yeah.
Bigger hitbox. You hit me in my blubber.
That's another thing. Why would you want to make a big character when when hitbox
Generally,
matter?
you want to not get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
If
that's
it's
why
a
a lot
single
of
player game or something.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
still, I mean, the hitbox is probably the same size.
yeah.
But
that's why a lot of people like using women in gaming because
Yeah.
they're always
Yeah.
more slender, more thin.
Yep.
Than the guys, so it's always. I remember for Unreal Tournament back in the day was one of the first games where I used to use the dude, and my friends like, "No, dude, don't use that. Use the chick." And I'm like, "Why? I don't want to be a chick."
Yeah.
It's like they're smaller, they're hard to hit. And I'm like, "Boom," first time ever clicked.
Wraith, case in point.
That's why I'm losing so much weight for this weight loss challenge.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'm harder to hit, buddy.
Oh yeah, totally.
Try to hit me with that pepper. I'm gonna dodge it.
We didn't even order it, dude. You need to
I
order
know
it
we gotta order it.
You need to order it like 3 weeks in advance, dude. They're not like easy to get.
Oh, shit.
All right. Torto's
no, it's
got a
not
next
happening.
question here. If you can get an RTX remake like the Minecraft one of an old game, which one would you get? Mine would be Tron or Doom.
Tron would be sick in VR.
Before we move forward, I am so sorry. I know you just asked that last question, but I got to throw this in there. It just came to mind that all games are slender neutral
Slender neutral? What does that mean?
instead of gender neutral.
Oh. Nice try, though.
I don't get it. Okay, well, you guys don't get it.
We don't get it.
I get
I
hit
think
with
it
that
kinda
almost
works.
every single fucking day.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
I think you
You
misunderstood.
haven't seen like all the
Gender neutral stuff. Yeah.
gender neutral
Yeah,
stuff.
no, we got it. It's just,
Okay, fine.
If you would have said it on time and not brought
I
it
know,
back.
I'm too
yeah.
tired
Maybe.
right now.
I think
I'm not
we all
even
are.
just.
I
I
told
don't
you
know.
we were low-
I hope I'm
no,
not getting
low
sick.
energy.
even on time, it would have been funny.
And, like, this wave of exhaustion just
No, I
hit
think it
me.
would have.
Okay, so Torto was asking about an RTX remake, not a VR. So you remember how they had that RTX overhaul on
right,
Minecraft,
right.
made it look all amazing.
And Quake.
Yeah, and Quake did it too. And that was the first game that popped into mind, and then I realized, oh, they've already done that. Yeah,
Maybe Binding of Isaac.
absolutely Quake. Quake was,
It could use a nice
GoldenEye.
refresher.
but that's not even
No,
really like
it-
3D.
no, because like the RTX.
Yeah, RTX is all
it
about
wouldn't help.
shadows and lights.
Yeah.
and
There's
I
a
would do
lot of
GoldenEye.
shadowing, but not a lot. But
No, you can't. You can't. It's like, oh yeah, fucking Mario. It's like, come on. No, Tetris. No, they actually have this brand new Tetris that came out. It looks really cool. For me, Unreal Tournament. I would love to play that game again. Like the classic.
I clearly don't know what we're talking about. So
I think an RTX overhaul would definitely, like I said, like with anything, patch 2.0,
Dude, with
graphic
fucking
overhaul,
Counter-Strike,
it would
that'd
make
be
you want to
dope.
play the game once more.
Would you
Honestly,
want?
I don't really care too much about graphics in Counter Strike.
I kind of want that again. I don't know. Like I want if Call of Duty would make like the same graphics Call of Duty, but just
RTX.
Call of Duty graphics for CS:GO, I'd be down. I don't know. That'd be fucking awesome.
All right, Warconius has a couple questions here, so don't spend too long on anyone. Is anyone into screenshots and photo mode in games?
No. Next.
I used Ansel like once or twice, and it's fucking sick. Like it's really.
I
really
probably did it.
Borderlands 3 has a built-in photo mode, right? Have you messed with
Yeah,
that?
no, not at all.
I
Okay.
probably did it in a perverted way before.
I played a little. I messed around with it a little bit in Borderlands 3, and it actually works really well. You know, it gets rid of the HUD, and you can move the camera wherever you want. I mean, your basic photo mode. But
What'd you end up doing? How'd you get all those shots in that slow mo video you did?
Killing Floor 2.
Killing Floor 2.
It's got a slow mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Slow mo mode.
Yeah, slow-mo mode. Okay, Warconius also asks, what's your rarest achievement? So if you go to your Steam page, you can actually set
shit.
one of your panels to show your rarest achievement.
Oh, interesting.
So I did that on mine, and here are mine. Most of them Deep Rock Galactic. So 1, 2, 3, 4 out of my 6 most rarest ones.
Train
Oh, you should see
Simulator.
mine. Go look at my achievement showcase.
And 2 of them are, yes, from Train Simulator. The Holiday
Wow.
Express edition, by the way.
Oh, we can. Yeah, you can go to people's profiles without logging in, right?
Oh, look.
Yeah,
I'm
but you
right
have to
there.
set
I'm on
that.
your profile,
Click on
right there.
Taya on the bottom.
Oh, whoa. Remember how I was telling someone to calm their tits? I was telling somebody else to calm their boner on your Steam page,
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah, he posts a lot on my Steam page.
So I only have 3 showcased
She
achievements.
has pages.
No, but
upon
you would have to
pages.
set it.
yeah,
to-
you
I
have
did.
to set it to your
Oh.
rare
Rarest.
one.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
just look at my achievements anyways.
Wow,
The best at
Monster
failing,
Brom.
forever alone, and epic loser.
That's like your life achievements.
Those are...
We're talking about Steam, not real life, Chi. Damn it. Joking.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you guys don't know what your
I
rarest
wear my badge.
achievements are.
Loud and proud.
I can find out in 2 seconds.
I don't
but
have,
whatever.
dude. I don't have any achievements. I think.
Oh, you do on Steam. You probably don't even know.
Well, I feel like I would have some really shitty achievements that would be deemed my
I
rarest
know 100
achievements
kills on
because nobody else
CS:GO
is playing the fucking
with an
game.
AK or something like that. Those are probably mine.
In my Steam profile right now, it says most damage done to teammates, and I think it's 20K, 10K, in a
game?
Left 4 Dead 2 game.
Oh shit.
It was like high as maximum, and then I was comparing my friendly fire to everyone else's friendly fire on my friends list. No one comes close. I think someone caps at like 3 or 4K, but I'm 5 digits long. So
I don't know how to sort it by rarity. Oh well.
Well, it's an achievement showcase. So
Yeah.
you edit your profile, you hit the drop-down menu, and you select rarest. It's like the first one on the list.
You know the Steam app on Apple on iOS finally updated like last week to where, because like Apple they went from top to bottom, and they only have like the little notch on top.
Yeah, they got the notch.
For like the last couple years, they've had this type of phone for like 2 years now, 3 years or whatever, and they finally, after 3 years, it takes up the whole screen. So there's to be just nothing here and nothing on top. It looks so shitty, and they finally said, "Fuck it, let's fix it for iOS," because gamers don't use fucking iPhones apparently.
Huh.
But yeah, they just barely added that.
Gosh, we are so out of energy.
What do you mean?
All right.
Now I'm all excited.
Now we're all on our phones now. Is what's happening. We're all just like, yep, scrolling through our phones. Okay. Let's see. Next question from Warconius. Canadian election is coming up. Your opinion on the Conservatives' chance of winning, and is there ever an appropriate time to have blackface?
Well, I'll let Zap answer. He's black, and he answers right after. Oh, is it on there?
No, it's not on.
Oh, he goes, the answer is only if you're black and it's your face, which I think that makes sense. As far as really quick to get political, the left is really strong and doing all kinds of lefty stuff in Canada, and it seems to be working. People are fucking happy in Canada, and the left is in charge.
And here in the U.S., everything's fucked.
Yeah, and everything's fucked on the right. But
we got all the Ukraine stuff going on right now.
Yep.
It's amazing. Trying to impeach Trump, and then they're trying to get Biden off the ballot because of his son. It's just great, guys. And then we might have our first Cherokee president.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you never heard?
No.
She said she was part Cherokee.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. That's cool.
But she was like,
and then she did one of those 23andMe type thing, and she's like 0.0001% or some shit.
He was calling her Pocahontas.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude.
Not to say that Trudeau doesn't have his scandals, but their scandals versus our scandals is just
they don't even compare.
It's jokes, dude.
Yeah.
It's jokes.
Just like watch, go down one more country, go to Mexico. It's fucking hilarious. It's amazing. We have our own Trump down there. It's awesome, but he's more dumb.
Trudeau bumped into a woman on the House floor, and he's saying sorry for 2 weeks, and then Trump is being accused of treason right now. So anyway, let's move on.
All right. Shadow Master asks, what was your favorite crossover in either video games or TV shows?
Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Can't say Kingdom Hearts.
That's a pretty good mashup
Disney
of all that stuff.
and Squaresoft.
Yeah.
They
Square
did it
Enix.
really
Sorry,
well.
Squaresoft. Squaresoft was the original, right? Squaresoft.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude.
What was yours, Chi?
I'm still thinking right
That's a good
now.
one.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is definitely a go-to. They did play that really well. In terms of crossovers, I really I feel like that really only applies to RPGs, right? So in
Well, he
terms
said
of
it in
other
anything,
crossovers-
basically. Any crossover.
TV shows, video games, movies.
Yeah. I remember in comic books when I was collecting back in the 90s, DC and Marvel got together and did a bunch of, it was called the Amalgamate.
Well, yeah, they were doing that, and then Image worked a lot with DC too. Well, yeah,
I'm kidding.
Spawn
It's
and
not really
Batman.
just. Sorry, it's not really RPGs. It's just the big one. Kingdom Hearts is the only one I could think of, or Chrono Cross X.
They did
Chrono
Mario
Trigger.
with the rabbits.
What?
They did Mario with the rabbits.
For me, it would be Battletoads and Double Dragon
That's a good answer.
Classic.
because that game's the
Bobby?
best. Smash Brothers is good too. Yeah.
Smash
Brothers.
Brothers,
How can I
that's an
forget
obvious
that?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I can't think of a good video game one. TV show. Did you ever see that one where the Jetsons met the Flintstones?
Yeah.
It's really weird. I liked the Jetsons more when I was younger, but now I'm just like, Flintstones all the way, dude.
Marvel
was more for
versus
adults, I
Capcom
think.
is really
Maybe,
good,
yeah.
but that's fighting games, But Marvel versus Capcom is pretty fucking good.
Marvel vs. Capcom was fucking
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Yeah.
2.
Yep.
2 was the
that was
best
my
one.
favorite one.
So
A
good.
little bit more on the crossover for DC Marvel. I thought it was great because they paired them up versus their counterparts, and then they left it up to votes. Fans voted on who would win, but you didn't know the outcome of the votes until the issue came out. So it was like Wolverine versus Batman, Superman versus the Hulk, like shit like that. It was awesome. People talked about this for years,
That's awesome.
and it came down to votes. So
They
by the
just
way-
added a character. I just remember on their last Nintendo Treehouse thing, whatever, live. They're adding the guy from Fatal Fury. What's his name? The main guy with the hat. One of the main guys with the hat.
Ooh,
Red.
I like
Cody?
him.
Cody?
Oh,
No, what's his name?
Guy.
Guy?
Yeah, I think it's Guy. I'm not sure though.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
adding
it's
him
Guy,
to
too.
freaking Smash. That's awesome, dude.
Technically, and if you pronounce that in French, it's Guy.
Guy.
But
Oh, yeah, you're right. But here's
the guy with the red hat. The second one.
I doubt
Terry
Terry.
Bogard.
Oh,
Oh, no,
Bobby, that's
Terry.
what that was going to be
Oh,
one of
then
my
who's Guy?
suggestions for your video game movies.
What?
Fatal Fury?
Fatal Fury. I loved them, dude.
Wasn't
growing
that
up.
good?
Never.
Fatal Fury, the movie?
That was
it
animated, right?
Yeah, it
Or
was
Tekken?
animated.
Yeah, I haven't done an animated movie yet, so I think
Yeah,
I
you
need to
did
do
Street
that.
Fighter.
Yeah, but not in video form. It's not on the YouTube channel.
Oh, gotcha.
Was
Yeah.
it Tekken that was considered good?
I fucking loved them, dude. I had to go to the fucking Asian video game, movie place and order them from Asia. They had the big old box. They had their own format to get the DVD in. And luckily they had English subtitles. There
dang.
was 3 of them, I think.
All right, Zap's got a question for Ray here. As a Lyft Uber driver, what's your opinion on the new California gig worker law?
Do you know what this is?
Yeah, I think I read about it.
Basically, they got to treat them as employees, so they got to give them benefits.
Dude, I don't even want to remember what it was to be a fucking Lyft Uber driver, dude. That was the worst thing ever. It was the coolest fucking job in the beginning, and then because like a bunch of bad stuff happened too while I was in it. It was cool, but fun bad stuff. Exciting, yeah. And now it's just crap. But like that whole gig law, it's cool, you know, because like, well, but then again, it's super exaggerated the same way. Because what if, it's the whole thing. If you have a gig with someone, then you're considered an employee. So let's say, would that like, if you came to my house to work on a movie or something, am I your employer? I have to pay you like health insurance?
Well, it's only targeting certain things. So there's some things like they give a few examples of things that wouldn't be affected. The only one I remember for some reason was like a salonist or something. I don't know.
The only one I
A
felt
Stylist.
Yeah, because a lot of those places you just rent your space, right?
Yeah.
So if it would affect them, then you'd have to fucking
Right.
pay for their shit.
But they're mostly independent
They're
contractors.
they're mainly targeting
Well,
Uber
that's
and
what-
Lyft with
that's
this.
what Uber is.
Although
Like they're catching a few other things, but this
Yeah.
is mainly focused on Uber and Lyft.
I
feel
talked to
like-
some people in the medical field, and it's affecting them big time.
as well. Yeah, well, yeah, because
Like
doctors,
Sam's per diem. I think she's going to become an employee now. I don't know though. Oh, you
no,
would know better,
but per diems are
per diems.
per diems. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
fine. No,
It was somebody else.
yeah, no, because she's an employee. It's just per diem is just that you don't have a set schedule. You don't have that 40 hours or there's 20 hours. You're not part time, full time, or excluded or whatever. Not excluded.
Are we all done?
Yeah.
All right, next question from
Fuck
Day
it.
is, what is your favorite beer to drink that's local from San Diego? Or for Bobby, since he doesn't drink, what's your go-to favorite non-alcoholic local drink?
My favorite, Pizza Port Chronic. I really like that one.
That's a good one. That's an
you
amber
like that
ale.
chronic ale. You
Yeah.
like that one.
I like that one a lot.
Dude, see, even when I drink, I never drank beer, and it always, it's like, you know, when people start talking about something that you have no clue about, that's how it is with beer.
I rather not drink beer. It's the lowest on my to drink list. But
I love
yeah.
beer. I think
Yeah.
it's delicious. I just wish my body could handle beer a lot better.
That's all carbs, yeah.
Yeah, it's very high carb
Nobody's
content.
body handles beer well.
Yeah, the inflammation is insane. I break out. My body just doesn't. It's like I'm allergic to it. Nonetheless, but I love the taste of it, and I love. San Diego grew on me in terms of hoppy beers, and I love 394 Pale Ale. So
Ooh,
AleSmith.
nice.
That is like a true San Diego beer.
That's
This
like-
is Padres beer. It's for me like I feel like
God.
that's what
It's like
San
the
Diego
first
in
time
a
ever that
glass.
me and Chi is just like,
Yeah, that's
my
the beer
go-to
where
beer.
it's like, yeah, it's like
that's Tony Gwyn's.
So I guess
go-to
can
beer.
we get a keg of that? Is that the one that we should get?
that's
a
what
keg
I
of?
want, but I'm leaving it up to the guests to really
But-
kind of like put in their weight.
But
for what
AleSmith is
keg
my
we're
favorite
gonna
brewery with that one, and then Horny Devil from them.
Same.
I
brewery.
like. I
Same brewery from
definitely
AleSmith.
love 394.
We need to go to
though,
AleSmith.
because it's the taste of San Diego.
It's
in a
amazing.
glass.
It's so good.
It's not like people. The number one selling beer in San Diego is Sculpin.
Yeah.
But to me, it's not my favorite tasting IPA.
No.
It's no longer
And-
local.
and-
But
and
I actually feel
Really?
the
Oh.
San Diego beer is fucking Stone IPA. Even
Yeah, it's so common. Yeah, but I don't like the taste of Stone.
I'm not a fan of Stone.
So
Stone.
I feel I think that IPA taste, like the official IPA taste, what every IPA should taste like for me would be Stone. I feel like that is the go-to. Sculpin used to be great. Now that's going to shit. Ever since they got, it's not the same. It doesn't taste the same.
I wouldn't know. I haven't drank enough of them.
It's not the same. But AleSmith, dude. AleSmith is my favorite San Diego brewery, hands down.
Cool. That's a great name too.
Yeah.
Yeah. For non-alcoholic, drink water and lots of it. I don't drink soda. I don't drink
need some water.
caffeine
It has to be
anymore.
a local San Diego drink.
Here's your time,
Dude, water is local. It is locally sourced.
right.
Yeah,
'Cause
comes
Soylent
right out of the faucet.
Soylent comes out of the fucking San Onofre titties.
All right. Let's see. Okay, Duck says, for Bobby, what weight of oil do you find that best keeps you moving freely and prevents surface corrosion? I don't know. About 5W30 maybe.
Oh, that was a.
Deep cut.
CBD oil.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that's the fucking shit, dude.
That shit gets you working.
Yeah, CBD oil is fucking a godsend. It's so good.
Yeah.
We should get a fucking sponsor. There's so many of those companies right now. There's literally a million of them.
Yeah.
I know, we probably could. My
Yeah.
buddies, the ones that started their podcast in LA,
Oh, they have one?
the Writer's Block, which is still such an amazing Writer's Block party. Such an amazing fucking. They're all writers, right? And they do this. They make.
Yeah.
They write film or either films, TV shows, video games, or whatever on the spot. And they're like, we have,
Collaboratively?
yeah. So we have Abraham Lincoln, we have Six Flags Magic Mountain, and we have The End of the World. Go.
Right.
And it's the three hosts that are there.
How long's the podcast?
Hour and a half maybe.
Cool.
And then they always have one invite, which is always like an actor or an art director, but like local friends or not. It's not like they have like a huge actor or whatever. But they have someone that's either in the industry. They have had like one or two that are like have been in TV shows and stuff. But it's pretty funny.
Cool.
It's pretty good.
I'm
But
still-
they got a CBD
Sponsored
and
right away.
they're hitting all the small. And
Right.
yeah.
Yep. Maybe if somebody would go around and try to get sponsorships. We got anything else, Bobby?
Yeah, one more question from Shadow Master. He says, what's the perfect message I could send to a girl that will get an immediate response and I'm not looking for a hookup, so no dick questions, please?
Send nudes. You get a quick response with that one.
No.
Yeah.
So be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Not the
Blocked.
response you're looking for.
Bad.
You're the best one to
What?
answer. You're the best one to answer.
Well, it
What
really
message-
depends.
I think because he's on OkCupid right now, and I think when he matches with somebody, he wants a good
Oh,
opening.
what's a send?
A good
Yeah,
opening.
just don't send anything. Just like empty chat box, and she'll be like question mark.
No. What was it? I used to. This was my like little opener thing, and I gave it to someone, and they were, what the fuck was it? And it was perfect. It always worked. And she'd laugh and be like, "Hey, what's up?" It was, oh my god, what the fuck was that?
But I
It
forgot
sounds
it.
familiar. I feel like you've shared this on the podcast.
I think I
before.
did.
So he's asking for a pickup line.
Yeah, well,
No, an
and,
opening
and it
line.
wasn't even a pickup
Okay.
line. It was something just cute and funny, and the girl would be like, "Oh shit!" Like, did you ever see the show Masters of None?
No.
Like
Yeah.
his pickup line was, "Yo, I'm going to Whole Foods. Will you want anything?" And the girl would just laugh. Like
Yeah.
it, and like I
There
thought
you go.
about it.
That
I
sounds
thought
pretty
about
good to
it, and
me.
I thought that was funny and cute. Like maybe the girl, but I had
Do they
one.
have Whole Foods in Indiana, though?
I don't know. I'm going to
Go get some corn.
I'm going to Golden Corral. Fucking. You want anything?
Oh, man. We used to have a Golden Corral out here.
We don't have any more.
There used to be one in El Cajon. It replaced a bowling alley. Yeah, right on 2nd Street. Anyway.
What
yeah,
are we
man.
playing?
I don't know. I don't know how to, I don't know what you tell a girl in that situation.
So, sorry. We still haven't answered. Yeah, man. I don't know. Hi, if you guys already matched, just a hello, because then she's interested. But if you haven't matched yet, that's tough, man. You're not going to get a lot of responses. Just
Yeah. You've had success with online dating.
that's how I met Sam.
Yeah, she bumbled you.
And
No, it was OK.
It was OK Cupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I feel like I'm the wrong girl to ask.
You don't do online.
I don't
dating.
do online thing.
I never did it either, but it was just like in the beginning when it came out, all the swiping and all. Like I had a little fun, but I never went on a date or anything.
I was on AOL, like fucking one of the earliest ones, and I was just browsing chicks' pages, like fucking like a. It wasn't even dating.
You know which one I did? It was like, and it was maybe a little. It wasn't that creeper, but maybe it was the way I did it. But with High Five and MySpace, I would search just people. I would put a girl from this age to this age.
Yeah, me too.
That's 5 mile radius from me, and then I would look and be like, she's cute, and I click on her and I send a message. My message was always like, hey, you were at that party last week. Remember? Like, I remember.
That would be lying.
You know what? It might be a good one,
Yeah.
Shadow Master. Hey, you look hungry.
For dick. Sorry.
It's like, hey, you look hungry.
I work at Golden Corral. I can fatten you up.
Literally
And
all
then
you
James
can
is like, no,
You look
G, don't
hungry.
say that.
You eat
I was
ass.
like,
do. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
That would work. Try that one.
Don't listen to me.
Try
I'm
that
horrible
one.
at online dating.
You know, I had a buddy who,
I'm the
who
worst.
just
I pick up my
always.
men in person.
I had a buddy who just always could strike up a conversation with anybody, and
Is
you
the
know,
guy
women.
you brought
and
over
guys.
my place?
No, but him too. Like
Yeah.
he's a real friendly guy. But the other guy who would just always like go out and just talk to chicks, and all of a sudden, hey, these are my friends. You know, it's like all of a sudden I made 5 new friends. But he would always compliment a chick on something. Like he'd always look at the chick, okay, that's a really cool hat you have there, or something, you know. And he was always like, he had that like lazy kind of laconic speech. But but I don't know. This is kind of a different situation here.
The way I
Sniper
picked up-
suggesting
Ask them
Resell.
questions, dude. Like look through all her pictures,
Yeah.
read all her fucking profile,
Yeah.
and then the thing you'll notice what part they really want to show, or like they'll read into what she posts and be like, and you'll see what she really likes, or what's like
That's a lot
what,
of
what
work.
she cares most about.
Well, if you're into
but,
it.
but it fucking works.
The stalker
and
a little bit.
then but like don't stalk her, but just read between the lines of what the fuck she writes on there, and look at her pictures, and then from that figure out that's what she loves the most. I'm gonna ask her about it, and then she won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you
Want
and then
some fuck?
and then you can be like, yo,
Becky, let me
how about we
smash.
keep talking about this at a coffee shop, at a bar,
At a
in my
Golden
basement. So that shit works.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. So AOL, before even dating sites, I found the girl's thing. She was whatever. I dug her or whatever, and then she said she really liked Bones of Thugs and Harmony. So I did a Bone Thugs and Harmony line, like to the beginning of it, and she ended it, and then we dated for like 2 years.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. It's just you have to
Read the
listen.
profile.
Read the profile. Look at the pictures.
And don't go with the first thing. First thing you like, pancakes, and then 50 guys hit her up about
Yeah.
pancakes. Look at the bottom where she talks
my
about
gosh.
Labradors.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, online dating, what a nightmare.
I know. And then you bring him down to your basement. Just make sure you wore that Star Trek outfit. It'll totally
Yeah.
fucking get the girls going.
Yeah, well, you'll weed out the ones that.
Yeah, because you never know. You want to fucking
Yeah, dude. If you
But
wear
then
that Star
that's
Trek outfit,
maybe
and
you'll
the
find a
girl
Trekkie.
sticks with it, then
Done. A
Yeah,
gamer
dude.
girl.
Search by Trekkie.
Yeah,
Seriously.
search by gamer girls. Search by they're on there, dude.
Yeah,
What's
You'll find 'em.
Trekkie?
like into Star Trek.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was like another dating app.
Yeah.
Because I know, because like Daniel is like super online media. I mean, online dating, and he always dates gamer girls.
Yeah.
So I guess there's a way to filter him out or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Funny how none of them has ever gamed with us, or have they?
No, because he's bad.
All right. Well,
all right, that's an episode. What's everyone playing next week?
Borderlands 3.
Some game I got for homework. I forgot the name of it already.
Deadly Tower of
Towers.
Monsters.
That
Yeah.
one.
And it will be. I mean, we'll have the VR set up at Twitchcon House, right?
Yes.
As long as everyone is careful with it.
Here's the thing. I also want people to be like careful in terms of like, drink, but not to the point where you feel like you're going to vomit, please.
Yeah. That's why I'm always going to say.
I want to protect the furniture.
No drinking games.
No, vomit.
Drinking games always end up in
Vomit, but go to the bathroom. Go to fucking. Come
You
on,
Like
can
a
trust
gentleman.
drunk-
you
yeah,
guys
you
are
can
all.
trust-
You guys know how to drink.
can
You guys know
trust-
how to vomit. All right.
No, we can't.
No, man,
I can.
you're gonna get some prom queen
I'm
in
pro-
there who can't
dude,
hold
I am
their liquor,
pro.
and they're gonna.
I'm pro vomiting. I've
Like,
never
honestly,
thrown up on.
I-
That's a
That's
lie.
you.
I
dude.
know. I really feel with TwitchCon House, people are gonna start drinking, having such a good time. You know,
It's gonna
excessive
happen.
behavior is like a thing. So just let me it's gonna happen.
Well,
we're
you
gonna
gotta-
obviously we're gonna be breaking the house rules without a doubt, but at least be
Have-
smart about how you're breaking rules.
Have a
and at
baggie.
least like
Yeah, cocaine always helps. Bring down
my
the.
God.
the drunk. He
But,
put have a
like-
baggie.
But like, it's like you don't have
Oh,
to be
for the throw up.
belligerent to have a good time. You know,
Yeah, don't even bring a bag, dude. Your vomit will go straight through that bag, unless it's like one of those patented like airline bags that
Yeah.
are like practically
Seriously,
plastic. Like
seriously.
you're gonna puke straight through that bag. Seen
if
it
I get
happen
any extra
before.
cleaning charges, I'm gonna hunt you down. Just
Oh,
trust
yeah.
me on this.
Just-
I'm gonna have
just
fun. I'm
block
gonna be
Chase.
drunk,
It'll be
but
fun.
trust
I'm
me,
joking.
I have never browned out or blacked out. I will remember fucking everything, and I'll be taking names and chewing bubblegum.
You're gonna be
Good.
fucking everything when you're drunk.
Shut up.
There you go. Come down to TwitchCon. She will be fucking everything.
What did I say that?
I don't know.
I said I'd be
did.
tracking everything.
No, you said fucking, right?
I don't even remember.
I
I
don't
thought she
know, me
said
neither.
fucking.
But she
Dad?
said, whatever. What
I
will
think
you
I
be
just
playing
browned
next
out
week?
in that like 20 seconds. Thanks.
World of Warcraft G, probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ray.
And event
Really
planning.
Tallers and Monsters.
I'm gonna play
Probably.
Borderlands too.
I don't know. I haven't figured out what to play
3.
next week. I'll find something, and hopefully I can squeeze it in with all the TwitchCon house events.
That'd be great if it was from this decade, just saying.
Brownie now.
Guard Duty came out this year.
That's true.
Doesn't look like it. Speaking for Bobby Chi, Ray and myself, big nuclear concrete tits. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, hey, what is Brownie on again?
I thought it was where like you don't black out, you
Yeah.
remember bits and pieces.
Oh, that happens to me all the time.
It's like not quite black
then I
out.
guess I browned out. I browned out on Saturday. or
Or Rep
Friday.
just said when you eat too many bean burritos and forget what happened.
Too many beans. That's cute.
It's every day.